with that old gear, fighting those giants year after year. Tonight I'm showing you something new. Rare Cats tackles got nothing to prove. Built by fighters who know the game, tested in battles that earned their name. J&S signature, that's what we trust. When monster cats strike, this rod's a must. You paid your dues, now weigh stakes. This is the moment, the change you'll make. No more players fall. This squad's built to brawl. River Cats tackle, answering the call. When giants strike, we're standing tall. J&S signature leading the way, breaking the limits day after day. No more playing small. This squad's built to brawl.
Howdy, howdy.
Catfish with us, Matt Ryan. We got Greg Burgess in here. We give everybody time to get over from Danny. What's up, Greenwell?
Yeah, because we should have, I don't know, there's people fishing. We've got some special guests. Apparently, I'm just finding out in the last 5 minutes. Apparently, there's a lot going on tonight.
Right.
V, say something. Are you muted?
I don't know, am I?
Okay. Nope,
No,
you're not.
you're not
I
muted.
just saw your lips move.
What's up, Paul boy?
You're good.
I was probably licking the food off my teeth.
Get all the morsels.
It's Cheez-Its.
Yeah, so we are live on 2 YouTube channels, Lance Makugai, Hawaiian Fisherman, and the RCT YouTube channel. We got that working. We're live on the RCT Facebook page. Man, we're getting big time. I'm so proud.
Okay.
Everybody's still hanging out with Danny. They'll come over.
He was just saying bye.
Oh, I know.
Hey, what's wrong with you today?
What's that
Who?
supposed to mean?
She ain't out fishing.
I know. Life sucks right now, dude.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. I was so excited about today. Listen, I spent forever packing a lunch, doing everything. And then to get taken off the water by wind was devastating. I'm just gonna be honest.
That must have been bad wind for y'all.
Yeah. It was. It was not a pleasant experience.
We don't even have a boat right now again.
What?
What'd you do to it?
The boat, remember the top had a leak? It had like a defective material. It's down there getting fixed.
Oh, okay.
They're doing as good and redoing it, even making a modification or two to make it even better.
Oh,
man.
Man.
We didn't break nothing. So catch me up on how today went while we wait for people. I didn't even get, I was out on chat. I just saw that, we were just live all day today, straight through.
Yeah, during Stan's show, there were 30-some fish caught. So,
wow.
Yeah. John and Steph, they got a 26 and a 35. And then we caught 10 fish. And one of them was a 16-pound channel and then a bunch of dingers.
Oh, so you got to catch some fish. You just should have been able to stay longer.
Yeah. We had to leave at noon. Yeah. Yep. It sucked. So.
Yeah, it better be safe, though.
We came back across the bay in 3 to 5 footers. Some of them might have hit 7 foot. Yeah, it ended up real fast. The ride out this morning was the smoothest ride we've ever had up there. The wind changed directions and blew straight in off the lake. And yeah, it's 3 to 5 footers in a 17-foot boat.
Yeah,
do the math.
It was horrible.
Yeah, you have a lot of V in that boat, but even a lot of whole V, not that V. Your boat looks like it would ride really smooth, but 3 to 5 footers is a bit excessive.
We got wet. They came over the side.
I stuffed it into a couple waves.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we ended up off the water, but Steve Hooker Thomas, he caught,
I think he had 13 carp.
he had like 13 carp or something like that. He even
Holy
caught a
cow.
mirrored carp. He caught a mirrored one too. It was pretty.
Oh
And
yeah,
then,
their carp are beautiful.
yeah. And then, Muskrat was out there with the kiddos and they caught a good 24 bluegill.
Yeah,
But
I don't.
then Danny
I don't.
caught one fish on Lisa's, and I think that's it since then. Oh no, they caught two. Lisa caught two, I think. Danny caught one, and then who caught one? Ed Evans.
Stan was out here hogging all the fish for his show.
Yeah, they all came out there.
Yeah, I popped in. I don't think I was chatting, but I popped in throughout the day, like just to see. And I just kept seeing everybody's channels had so many people on fishing. It looked awesome.
Yeah.
And I was at work all day, 8 to 1.
Oh wow,
They all stayed pretty full.
good.
Yep. It was,
So we may have. We should. I guess we're waiting until they for sure are coming, but we might have a few super special guests coming up tonight. Maybe two of them. Plus a couple of people that are still fishing, I believe, might pop in backstage. Kind of waiting around for everybody else to finish up.
oh, here, I'll find out real quick. Hold on. For you. Hold on.
Yeah, we're at 14 total right now, so we're still low on the watchers.
Yeah. Man, we've been averaging 40 plus, 50.
Yeah, we're always at least at 30 now, even when it drops back down.
Yeah.
Well, Matt Ryan's here. All right, now the crowd's here.
Ryan.
Now we have a crowd.
Matt, probably Wednesday, Thursday, you'll see me out live fishing, hopefully. If everything goes as planned, I'll be sitting on the pier here in Sheboygan trying for some king salmon. What's up, Gray Wolf?
What's up? Are you going to do like a catch and cook and all with that? That's pretty different for a lot of people, I feel.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to catch them live. I ain't cooking out there.
Well, you can catch them. See, what people do, you catch them live, and then you go live either later that day or the next day and do a clean and cook.
Yeah. I might.
I swear the clean and cook gets you more views than the actual fishing. Oh, all right, wait. Oh, now we got people coming in.
Holy smoke.
Oh, Randy, you are a robot right at the moment.
Hey, Andrew. Andrew.
What's up?
It's not working for Ray.
Is he doing it on his phone? Because that's usually the problems.
I don't know. I did it on my phone.
Randy, I'm gonna mute you for a moment while we figure them out. Oh, I think he dropped out anyway.
I'm sending him the link that was in the group.
Yeah, sometimes if it comes from a different person, it works better for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird like that.
The one you want me to copy and send it to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Well, Randy's set up.
Yeah, see, Randy got a guest on the boat too.
Yeah. I think he muted himself. That'll work.
Probably.
Yep. Hi. How y'all doing?
All right, I sent it to him.
What's up, Benoit ladies?
Up. They back from Florida.
Oh yeah.
Can you hear me, Andrew?
Yeah, I hear you. You good?
Okay.
Probably got a freezer full of fish. They had two coolers full, I think.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're
because
gonna be doing good
like
for a
on there,
while.
if you're friends with them on Facebook, they posted a lot of different little pictures and
Mhm.
videos of some different fishing excursions. There was a lot to see.
Yeah.
A lot of different fish. That's that's my favorite kind. I like catching all kinds of fish. If I can go on one trip and catch like 8 species, I'm so happy.
I thought it was pretty cool. They was posting pictures of them going picking up seashells and stuff just along
Oh yeah.
with their niece.
Yeah.
You'll never see a picture of like Creech and John walking down the beach picking up seashells, taking selfies. They don't do that. But we get that from Benoit's. It's another angle.
They look like they had such a good time too. They looked happy.
Extremely. Yeah.
What's up, Rowdy?
Let's see. We have the boss. What you got going, John?
We got the real boss and we got John.
Is that working or what? Can y'all
Looks
Yeah.
good enough for me.
y'all see me?
Yep.
Hell, I
Yep.
can't.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can't see nothing. You see the rods?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have 2 out?
Let y'all see 'em.
What's up, H.
You
Lee?
got a bite too, homie.
Fish on, y'all. Oh, hell. Ain't that a bitch?
you jerk
Dang.
you jerk that like a bass fisherman. What you doing?
Andrew,
Man,
What's up?
I'm gonna help Ray. I'll be back.
All right.
Yep. Let us know if we need to do something.
And John, Matt Ryan said, "Hey, Cyclone, you catch anything today?"
3 fish. It's 69 pounds.
In
Wow.
3 fish?
I caught 69 pounds of fish. Yeah.
Nice.
3 fish.
Shoot. I think that gets you to day 2 at Vicksburg this year.
There you go. Look at it. Trashy dough.
Let's see. Let me try to get one of those partial full screens for John if we can get a takedown. Let's see. I think we have 2 J&S signatures. Looks like an Albatross 6000 on the right and a something new on the left.
17.
Yep, that's a Pro S on the left.
Yep.
Oh, yep. Let's see. Back from Florida, sadly, got a couple more videos and pictures coming out still with lots more catches and fun. Would love, John the Benoits would love to see you skipping down the beach looking for seashells.
Watch it. Watch.
What's up, Bobby?
Oh Lord, I
What's
forgot
that?
he has access to the link. Hey, Lisa.
I know. I've never seen John get so excited over a nibble before. He yanked that thing.
Yeah, but that's a big bait. One on the Pro S.
Yeah.
That's a big bait. Fred's in boat traffic today, man. It's unreal. Oh my God.
They getting in the last minute boat rides? Well, I think the northern states calls like Labor Day weekend the last for pleasure boaters. Shoot, for
Yep.
us, that's when it's finally cool enough to actually go out.
Man, up in Wisconsin, they'll keep boats out for a while. If it stays nice, they stay out on the water.
At the moment.
What's up, Bobby?
Hey.
Like
How's
around
everybody doing?
November, they start pulling boats out of Lake Michigan, though.
Ours won't slow down until about duck season. Then it doesn't get less. It just changes type of boat.
I'll be
Yeah,
glad
up
when
here
all
though,
these
you gotta
pleasure boats are off the lake.
up here they gotta pull all their boats out of Lake Michigan out of the harbor because the marinas, because it'll freeze up.
You drinking your 90 weight there, John?
See what I got on land? I got coffee.
I just got done with my cup of coffee.
I gotta go up and get mine. I forgot.
Now Bobby's gonna get a bite.
Right.
I didn't drink coffee all day, Lance.
You didn't have them biscuits.
I ain't had no biscuits. Can't help that.
That's true. We didn't get biscuit pictures today.
I know. It was a good day at work. I was waiting for that biscuit picture around 9:30, 10 o'clock usually.
Hey,
They didn't
Stan
pop
sent
up.
you
I was like, what's going on?
Hey, Stan sent you a secondhand picture. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Well,
Oh, what who we got now? Let's see. Uh-oh.
who we got?
Prepare yourselves. Even though he's a little bit sideways for some reason.
About that.
How
Hey.
about, let's see, hold on, let me,
What do I need to do? Stand it up or what?
no, you good. We got somebody more important than you now.
Oh man, kiss my.
How about, what they call you? The Catfish Commissioner, is that it?
Yeah.
Ambassador.
Here we go. No, that's the commissioner. That's what they call me.
Yeah. Ray
What's up, Ray?
how's it going, Ray?
Ferguson.
Yep.
What you coming in here to bless us with?
It looks like I'm froze up.
You look good to me.
Okay. Not much. Just see what y'all was doing.
Just out here trying to catch a fish, talk noise.
Basically.
How can I turn? Is that better? No, that's not better.
Whoa.
Is it?
Yeah, what's weird, it left you vertical, just turned the whole thing sideways.
Yeah, that's weird,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you fix that?
That might be a phone specific thing. Do you have you have your screen locked?
No. Camera
Is that-
facing back.
I never do shows from my phone, so I have no idea. I can help on the computer sides.
Hey Ray, all I can tell you is anytime you get on live with us, there's always something.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Wait. See, and that's your let's see what happens and then kick yourself out. That's about right.
Hey,
Like
I
Lance.
did that, and I did that for a week.
Oh, we've all done that.
What's up, Crappy Dave?
Oh, he kicked himself out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still doesn't do it.
They think, well, you
Welcome
good
back,
like
Ray.
that. It ain't a big
Yeah.
deal.
It ain't. It's hard to see everybody though.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Well, I have you a little bigger than the rest. So what I'm going to do, because you count as special guests, so I'll make more room. I'm going to take the chat off the screen for today to give you room. If I switch to this type, it might make you a little bit bigger. Let's see. Which one of
There.
these looks the best? How about that one? That one looks pretty good.
We're
Is that
good.
better, Ray?
It's reconnecting is what it's saying.
Oh, you on
Now
the
it's
show?
back.
We talking. We good.
We hear you.
Yeah, we back there. Well, mine said reconnecting for some reason. But anyway, y'all
Hey,
catching any
Jack, you know
fish?
what?
I'm
You know
getting a
what?
bite, but I think it's a
We
turtle.
did this morning.
I got like 68, 69 pounds. But you know what's bad, Tank?
What's bad?
I was getting bites until Ray showed up. Shame on you.
They didn't want no part of you.
Andrew, are you just pushing buttons, dude?
No, some of these views don't show everybody. I'm trying to find the one that shows everybody.
Alan does.
Tank,
Yeah, it just makes Ray a little smaller, but yeah, we'll roll with this one. What's up,
He's
John?
Yeah,
ginormous
everybody
on
caught.
mine.
They all caught fish this morning on Stan's live.
Gotcha. Are y'all ready for the
it says
cool
it's
down that
freezing.
we're about to get?
I'm still in here, Tank.
Yeah.
Yep, you good, John? You in?
Huh?
We're already freezing, Ray.
I can imagine.
You know, she's freezing.
No,
Everybody sound
it
like a
was
robot.
51 when we left the house.
49.
Oh, it was 49.
It dropped to
Yeah.
44.
It's
That is
47
freaking
when I
cool.
got the photos, man.
John,
Yeah,
I hear you
49.
good. Nobody's roboted to me.
Yes.
It was
I'm still
49
down in
degrees
Georgia.
here this morning.
What is it in Georgia, Ray?
It was 91, I think, today. I'm still down here.
Holy cow. No.
Oh yeah, that's like over here. We're just happy to be in the low 90s instead of the hundreds.
Yes, most definitely.
You're going home this week, though, aren't you?
Yep, going to Rising Sun.
I know, and you're bringing my bestie.
No, she's on her own.
No, she said she was coming. You better bring her. I'll hunt
No,
you
she's
down.
driving her own vehicle.
No, she said she was coming. I'm so excited.
The deal is so when we go up there for that tournament, it's a Saturday and Sunday. So we have to take two vehicles because if something happens and we place, then I'm leaving with the boat and headed home to get the kids, and she'll stay back in Polygraph and collect the check.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, because we're automatically polygraphed the top 10.
Well, I'm excited because I get to see her finally.
Yep. See, last year we got held up by the fog, and we didn't do so good the first day. So she just went ahead and went home, and well, she slept in. She didn't go home. She slept in, and I went fish by myself, and I think I ended up with the 5th biggest fish. But for a long time, I let it. And when I say biggest fish, it was only 33 pounds, and I think 35 won it.
That's hilarious.
Hey,
Wow.
biggest is biggest.
So,
How many boats are in it right now?
130.
Holy cow.
So, if you never
Johnny
been,
and
have
Lonnie
you?
are coming up, right?
Yeah, they're leaving same time I'm leaving.
Okay.
You've never been there before, right?
No, this will be our first year. Well, we're coming because of you guys.
Son, you are going to have a freaking ball.
I'm excited. That's
Yep.
what, in a week? That's a week, right?
Next weekend.
That's Saturday.
Weekend. Yeah, next weekend.
Yep. You're going to have a freaking ball. You'll be there
I'm
Friday
excited.
night, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
When are you coming up?
Huh?
When are you coming up?
When are you guys getting there?
She'll be there sometime Thursday, I think.
Okay.
I'll be there hopefully Tuesday.
Did you? Okay. All right. Well, we live close, so this is the first time we live close when it's a tournament.
Hey V, you want to see something cool?
Well,
I want to show everybody tonight. You might have seen this already.
is this the gator?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that's friggin'
That's
so
on the
awesome.
JNS, that's on the
Yep.
JNS rod, that one, right?
Yeah, that's the fight with the JNS rod. Pulling up an alligator.
That is
About a
awesome.
9-foot gator.
I think that's what Creech said, yeah.
Yeah.
How big was it?
That one was about 9 foot.
Did we lose Ray again?
No, wait,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, we did. That's awesome.
Yep, there. Yeah, his head came up finally. That's a big boy.
Boy, handle it like it's supposed
And
to.
then
Which one?
the gator. And then avert your eyes if you don't like a small amount of blood. Just quick warning. But here's a picture of a different one they caught. V, close your eyes.
Is it
Close.
hurt?
It's not
Oh,
alive.
it's
Close your eyes.
right.
It's, oh my gosh.
This is one they caught
whoa.
on an Ancient Mariner reel and rod. I think the same night. But this one they actually
That's
had
the
pictures of it.
That's the albatross rod and
The
OG.
yeah, the OG.
6000.
Why'd they kill it?
That's food.
Because they go
Oh
eat
my
it.
They're going
gosh.
in their belly.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I was nice enough to warn you.
Oh, we did lose Ray, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're watching for him.
Yeah, I'll see it if he comes up.
I just can't. Even with all this animal killing, you
Mine's in and out.
So I want to,
evil
I want to ask Ray about the new tournaments and stuff. I know he's been talking about it on every other show out there, but we'll ask him to.
Yep.
I personally like the conversations that are happening about uplifting the whole sport and
Me
everything.
too.
Because the individual companies and people can't grow if the whole thing doesn't grow. You don't want to all be fighting over the same piece of land. You want to carve out new pieces of land.
No, and if we want to get it recognized and legit, and then start putting walls out that protect catfish, the more stuff we make big, the better it is.
That too. And yeah, if you make these tournaments big, nice, and well known, that gives you a bigger platform for conversation.
Yes, it does. It's why I'm working so hard to get the Golden Whiskers known. If they recognize that people actually do this then it can open up the door to get the laws changed and the fish protected.
Jeremy said it's really hard to make boots if they're still alive.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I didn't show V the picture. I specifically told her to close her eyes and I watched for her to close her eyes before I pulled it up.
Oh my god.
If you ever notice, I mess with her about that stuff way less than most of y'all.
Boots, really? Really?
That was Jeremy. That was just me reading comments.
Oh. Oh my god.
Sup, Danny? So are you still fishing or are you back at the truck?
How can we not get Ray back up?
I don't know. Hope he didn't give up on us.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm on my phone, so I don't.
What's Chris doing?
He's sitting here beside me.
He got a phone.
Do you have Ray's number? I didn't know if he had Ray's number.
What's up, Nate?
I've Facebook messaged him. I'll see if.
No, he's.
I'm not gonna call him.
Oh, he's afraid to call him in case he's trying to get back on.
Yeah. Oh, well, wait.
There he is.
All right, he's back.
Yep. I was trying to turn my daggum picture around where I could get sideways.
Do you have Ray Big Fish Ferguson as your name?
No push.
Yep, that's
I'm waiting for him to change it to Ray the Ring Spinner.
Wait, you
I know
made
he
him
wants to
laugh
win
and he
that
cut
ring.
himself out again.
There he is.
I like it. That's hilarious.
Maybe he's got to turn his phone sideways and then come into the studio.
You know, that's probably it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be a pro of signing in and out.
Woo! That's okay. I did it 5 times on Danny's show. 5 times.
Yep. I was like I said, I was trying to get the camera flipped around, and it's got buttons.
I think
Stop pushing buttons, Ray.
Lance had a good suggestion. Did you
What's
try
that?
to turn your
I
phone
was wondering if you
sideways,
were coming
then
down
enter the
there.
chat?
Yeah. What is there to eat other than
Oh, we're watching Bobby now.
I didn't get to lay anything out because we weren't supposed to be here. Oh,
Yeah. He has to have. He's got to have his phone sideways. Danny said.
Yeah,
That's
put your
what I
phone
thought.
sideways and then come in.
Because look, see, I'm sideways, but I'm still little.
Well, I got mine
Huh.
straight up and down.
Yeah, it'll be fine, Ray. We can look at you straight up and down. It's fine. Look, it's very thinning when you do it that way. It looks
Hey,
good.
yeah. Every time I go to hit the back button, it signs out.
Yeah. Nah, we'll be good like that. I
At
wanted to
least
ask you
can get it
something.
back in. I kicked myself out one time. I couldn't get back on my own live.
I was curious if you had anything you wanted to talk about regarding the catfish community and tournaments going on.
I see Cabela's. They raised their entry fee.
Is that the
I
Bama
didn't-
Blues?
No, not the Bama Blues, but Cabela's down there where you're at. So Cabela's has got a tournament coming up. They raised their entry fee to $500.
I don't even know which one that is.
Uh,
Is that the one in
it's
New
at
Orleans?
Paris. Yes, New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Their
King
tournament-
Cat Narco. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
they raised it $500, and it'd be like a $27,000 purse.
Hey, that's getting something.
Yeah. Well, man, it costs so much to go fishing, you know, especially like to travel there. And I know it's another, say, $125, but 125 times 50 comes out to be a little bit of difference. You know, it's a pretty good chunk of money there. And that's really what we need for all the tournaments. The higher the entry fee, it's not trying to push the little guy out. It's just really everything costs so much now to make it feasible to actually travel. You know,
Right.
you need
Get out
the
a little bit,
last pay in place should be no less than $3,000. You know, depending on the entry fee. You know, if it's an entry fee of $2,000, it should be $5,000 because it's
Right.
going to cost you $3,000 to go somewhere.
And I think
Yeah.
that's about the payout percentage when me and you were both at MRM in Vicksburg. I think that was about like percentage wise how it came out.
Yep, it was $2,500. I got it, and that paid the entry fee.
And y'all were 10th?
Yep, it was 10.
Okay. And you got your entry fee back basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Which would have
I
been
know
nice
it's
to have an additional $2,000 to go with that to help with the expenses. You know,
Yeah.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but I would have rather my $2,500 went to the place ahead of me, and it
Yeah.
would help pay his way. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, because people don't realize how much it actually costs to travel there, all the gas, everything. You got to just the time and stuff. It costs a lot of
Yeah.
money just to do it.
yeah, we was playing around the other day, me and Donnie Fountain. I estimated they've spent $1.5 million in their tournament career fishing.
Wow.
Wait, how many years over would that be? I want to average that.
That's like 30. That's like, this is how I figured it. $1,500 a tournament. And that's fishing only 25 tournaments a year. And they fish way more than that.
So that's 37,500 a year
Yep.
at that number.
Times that by 33.
1.237 million.
Okay, so now add, I think it's 650,000 in boats.
Yeah. Yeah, you're well over 1.5 million. Well over.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's just, that's what people don't realize.
That's insane.
How much money you spend fishing. But if you was a race car driver or really anything, those guys to go up and down the road, they say like a dirt late model, the average payout is 10 grand, 15,000. And that's to win it. And then, then you go down the road and they're not making that money because you just got to have good sponsors is basically what they need. And that's the only way they can do it.
Yeah.
And we basically sponsor ourselves.
Yeah. A lot of guys, like I know you kind of can, you basically can afford to do it yourself anyway, even without the sponsors. And a lot of guys kind of have to just because it's so damn expensive to go ahead and do everything.
You just don't have sponsors knocking your door down to say, hey, look, we're going to give you $30,000, $40,000 to go fishing.
Yeah.
And, you sell our products and you go from there.
So the way I'm understanding it is, which I'm agreeing with it, it's not that you're trying to knock the little man down, like with the championship and some of the rules that people are arguing about. You're trying to raise the entire industry to bring more interest from sponsors and other companies, so the entire industry is raised up.
Until they get it in their head, 100% payback tournament is not working, because 100% payback tournament does not work.
No.
You have to have sponsors. And I feel like the tournament directors are lazy and they're not pushing for the money. They're not pushing the cities for the money. They feel like they owe the city something. They don't owe that city anything. If they're not willing to pay for us to come fish their area, then we don't need to be there. I would rather fish a Channel Cat pond if they were paying the money.
Right.
Versus Vicksburg or Memphis or anywhere, even Alabama.
These tournaments bring them a lot of money. They should pay.
Exactly.
Well, see, y'all hadn't been doing it as long as I have. So let's go back 15 years ago. I was getting paid. My entry fee was free. I didn't have to pay an entry fee. The only thing I had to do was wrap my boat. I would get probably half priced any electronics I needed, free trolling motors, free fishing gear, just to wrap my boat. I wrapped my boat and they paid for it. And that was it. My sponsor was ethanol. And then they decided, people started fussing about, Cabela's is keeping all their money. They keep 20% of the purse. And then the whole community got, started bashing on them. And then the next thing you know, we're at a 100% payback tournament that is sponsored by anglers. And that's what we've got. So they can't bitch anymore. They did it to themselves.
Yeah.
No tournament should be 100% payback.
No, it takes a lot of time and money to put those together, and the people have a right to make money off of it.
Can you describe, because in our group on the show tonight, we have some guys that are, say, from California, they don't even catfish. So they're learning about catfishing in general. Can you describe exactly the math of what are you calling and what is a 100% payout tournament versus what you're saying it should be? Like, simplify it if somebody hasn't heard of this at all.
So let's say let's just use Alabama. We go to Alabama, and Alabama gives me $10,000 to put on a tournament. Okay?
Right.
that $10,000 should be guaranteed. If one boat shows up, first place pays $10,000. You follow me?
Yep. You're saying
Yeah.
that's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Yep.
And then they break it from there. You know, if you get X amount of boats, you break the $10,000 up. Or if they want big tournament, then they got to come up with $50,000, and it's going to be a $50,000 payback, and go from there. Let the
Right.
sponsors pay, and then to pay back through the field, take 20% of the money from the anglers and pay the rest of the field. Because what I would be doing is I'm gonna go to Alabama and I'm gonna say, look, I'm gonna bring 100 boats and I'm gonna get 50, and this is all hypothetical.
Yeah.
So let's say
Yeah.
I get $50,000 and I put the $50,000 in my pocket, and then I'm gonna fish off. Then y'all, however many boats show up, that's what you get paid. That's not how you grow the sport.
So you're saying right now, and I'm just clarifying to make sure everybody got it. Right now, sponsorship money goes to, say, the tournament, and they make money off of that. And the boaters' entry fees is what pays the prizes, and that's how it's working now.
Yes, that's the way
And
it
you're
works.
and you're saying basically flip that around to where sponsorship money goes to the prize pool, so you have guaranteed money, and then you take a portion of the entry fees, and that's what pays the tournament directors.
That's right.
So you're
Back
talking
in-
about flipping it over from what it is now.
Yes, let them keep the 20% of the anglers that they bring in.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're going to see, okay, and put it in the comments. How many anglers has ever been called from a tournament director to see if they were coming to the tournament or not?
That's a great question.
That's right, because
I see
Back
your
in the
point with
day-
that though.
15 years ago, he got 20% of my entry fee, so he was making sure I was going to be there. So they got on the phone and they called 50 to 100 people to make sure they were coming.
It puts the risk on the tournament directors to make darn sure that boats show up and this works out well.
That's right. And we've
But by
got way
doing it
away
that-
from that.
But by doing it that way, yeah, the tournament director has a lot of risk, but you give so much value back to the fishermen. The fishermen really, really want to show up
That's right.
because
There's
they
a lot
have
of
that
people-
guaranteed prize pool.
That's right. It's got to be guaranteed. All these, every time I see a tournament on Facebook, it says if 50 boats show up. If.
Yep.
No, it shouldn't be that way. If you're going to put on a tournament and they need to get the money from the cities and get away from the cities that we're going to, go to different fisheries and pay the money.
Yep.
I'm sure
And-
there's towns that, and I'm no tournament director, but I know there's towns out there that would pay $30,000, $40,000 for 100 boats to show up and stay a week at their town and book all their hotel rooms and eat the restaurants out of all their food. They would love that.
I'd be curious, Matt Ryan, if you have input. Matt Ryan is a huge saltwater fisherman guide. He guides every major saltwater fish you can imagine and does tournaments out in California. How do you feel about this tournament payout stuff? Because I know y'all do them too out there, completely different fish species. How does that conversation that, like what Ray Ferguson's telling us, kind of? Yeah, just comment, Matt. I'm kind of curious of how you feel on that kind of stuff, coming from a very different industry.
I'm pretty sure they put up, they have sponsors that put money up.
I'd bet on it.
Yeah.
Because they go for a lot more money than what the catfishing tournaments are.
Oh yeah. What I feel like is we're getting advantage taken care of us by the big people, not the sponsor, not the directors, but the cities. I feel like the cities kind of take us for granted.
Yeah. And one of the, I'm trying to sense it. I think everybody on Panel Hill all agrees with this already. So I'm trying to think of what the other side's arguments are, what I've heard before for you. One of the things is, well, increasing these payout fees in this, we're forgetting about the small man fishermen. And they would say, "Hey, Ray, well, you're just trying to benefit yourself because you're a big time fisherman. What about the little guys?"
I'm not a big time fisherman. I'm a traveling fisherman that needs to pay his bills. Just like that fella, he's going to spend just as much money as I am. But I would rather him have a chance to take home money, to cover his expenses, and to keep him to where he can go to another tournament. That's bottom line. That's what it is. If you're a good fisherman, you should be able to pay your bills and fish.
Yep.
That's hard to do.
No, it ain't. It ain't that hard. You don't have the reason why it's hard to do is because the money is not there.
Right. I mean, in the way it's set up right now.
That's right.
In the way it's set up right now, that would be hard to do.
Exactly, because you're fishing off our money. You know, they call it the back gate. So when you got the back gate in racing, that means you pay the purse off the racers itself that show up and race. That's how you get your money. Instead of getting it from the gate money, they take it from the racers. Well, that ain't fair. Guarantee the purse and let's move on and let's see who wants tournament fish. And if we have to cut out smaller tournaments, that's okay. If we only have to fish 5 times a year, that's okay. Let's have 5 tournaments where we can fish and make money at it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll remember to ask Captain Dave that question later. I'll get his opinion. And no, I believe if you make these tournaments bigger payouts, and more, big name people want to fish them, when the popularity increases, you'll have even more small tournaments for the other people to also do. Because look, it's a popular thing now. Look when Texas Hold'em became popular overnight in the early 2000s. Suddenly you had Texas Hold'em in casinos where you didn't have it as much as it used to be. You make something popular, you have more big time and small time. So you have more for everybody.
The numbers I've always heard, and I'm just going by what I've heard, I have no data. There are more catfishing people than any fishing in an industry, bass, everything included. Because they could take their family, throw a Zepco 33 out with a hook with some chicken livers and catch a catfish. And they have great quality family time.
The only one that maybe there's an argument is like pan fishermen that can use a box of earthworms.
Same thing.
There's a lot of those.
Yes. But I'm saying they're going to be really, really close.
Yeah. Right. To say I'm a bass fisherman, because I've fished for everything. I've done a lot of bass. It takes a little bit of money to go buy some plastics and do some things. It's a bit of a startup.
Yeah.
I started catfishing with a cane pole.
Yeah.
And Chris and V were saying, and that's something we were saying before you came up when you were trying to figure it out still, the more you increase the popularity, that gives you a bigger platform to then bring up conservation.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. And I'm not knocking the little guy. Understand, I'm not knocking them. If you cannot afford an entry fee, then that means you can't afford the proper equipment to take care of a fish. Am I wrong?
That is an excellent way of pointing that. Because ask Randy's up here. He just finished making him a live well to fish Memphis. It was a lot of effort, and there was a lot of money involved to make sure that stuff is taken care of.
Well, here's my theory, because you got to understand, I come way back from we didn't have the proper live wells that we do today. And I'm not saying that you need to go out there and buy a $100,000 boat so that you can have a proper live well. The YouTube people has opened up the door for catch and release. You can catch it, take the picture, weigh it, put it back in the drink. You don't need a live well.
Right.
And I don't know why more tournaments they don't do it.
Yeah,
It
how,
don't, it doesn't make,
That would be the best way to do a tournament like that. Do all the tournaments like that. It's healthier on the fish. You ain't got to drag them
well,
up.
I mean, I
you
saw
have
him
an
in
official.
chat. How many kayak tournaments has Ryan Bortz won and hasn't had a
Right.
single live well on his kayak?
Well, here's the thing. All catfish tournaments have two people, right? So you would just have a angler and a co-angler. And your co-angler shows up at the weigh-in that morning, and they get picked to go with whoever they're fishing with that day. And all they're responsible for is weighing fish. No putting hooks out, no doing nothing. It's you just get in the boat with whoever, and that way there's no cheating, as you would say.
And in bass
Right.
fishermen, that concept's used constantly.
Yeah.
And Spyron came in the chat earlier. That's the owner of Ancient Mariner, and he said when he did tournaments, and he's talking saltwater up in the New England area, when he did tournaments, the marine equipment companies, engine manufacturers, sporting good retailers, restaurants, that's who paid for tournament winners. And so
Mhm.
he's talking just like you were saying.
Having the sponsor. Yeah.
I feel like, and this is just how I feel, and if it hurts someone's feelings, I'm not trying to, but I feel like our tournament directors are lazy. I feel like they're not trying hard enough to make the cities pay. We was doing it 15 years ago. We can do it today.
Now, here I actually don't know. Is it completely different tournament directors right now than the ones that were 15 years ago? Or are any of
Yes.
them the same people?
It's all different people. And when you when you put a tournament on and you have a $2,500 entry fee, that's great. But really and truly, the city needs to be paying it. And the guy that's getting the $2,500, they should be getting 20% of our entry fee.
Okay.
And they go home and go to work. That what happened is, I feel like all these people started fussing and saying, "Why are you taking our money? Why are you taking our money?" Like they were with Steve, like they were with Bama Blues, with Alex. Alex has to be so transparent today to have a tournament, and I don't think that's fair to him. I think he should get 20% of whatever the boats show up and go from there. Make his cities pay out, or we don't come.
Yeah.
And
Alex
it's
is
only
putting a
gonna
lot
happen.
of work for his.
Yeah, Alex has busted his tail. Alex has got a heck of a tournament.
'Cause before he got Morgan City, he even called Jeremy just to talk about the area and things.
Mhm.
Just he kind of told us the amount of research and effort he took getting into that Morgan City area to make it work.
What I feel like, if anybody could pull it off, Alex could pull it off without a shadow of a doubt in my mind. But I feel like what's happening is there's other directors that come in and mess him up. They say, well, we're going to come in with a catfish tournament and we'll do it for 5,000. Alex wants 10. We'll do it for 5, and we'll bring the same amount of boats. And it shouldn't
Basically
be that way.
undercutting him.
Yeah.
That's
Just
what I
taking
feel
the
like.
carpet right out.
Yeah, that's what I feel like sometimes goes on. They got options. Does that make sense?
Right.
Mhm.
You have options when you're either going with me or you're not.
Yeah.
And I feel like his tournaments, the tournament scene would go, but I feel like it would go away a little bit. But then when it come back, it would come back strong. I think in the industry, we need to rethink how we're doing this.
And what's weird is what I'm learning from you rethink of what was working.
Yeah.
And reset to what was working.
Yeah.
Which, like, when 15 years ago, in my mind of when things worked out, that seems to be about when catfish started a boom. Was about that 15-year mark ago that you're talking about.
Right.
So obviously it was working at the time.
And then I feel like there was people maybe didn't do things the way it was supposed to be done, but everybody the 2 traveling tours guaranteed money. It was
Right.
guaranteed.
Now, I guess we can move on from what could or should or woulda. How are you feeling about the World Championship in May?
It's going to be tough. It's not a very friendly fishing friendly area. The Ohio River throws a lot of curves to people, but there's going to be a lot of good people there, and it's anyone's game.
Yep. How's that one being run for this year?
There's still a little bit of how things are going to run because it's brand new. This isn't. It wasn't a. How do you say it? It's in its beginning stages, and what they're trying to do. I know what they're trying to do is make it great and make it something that it used to be. In
Make
the
it
World
something
Championship.
special.
Well, it is very special tournament. That's beside the point. But what they're trying to do is to get the interest of everyone. Us old school people that grew up and that was the tournament to go and win. That's we're getting old. A lot of the guys I fish against are not there anymore. And so it's lost its value. And now we just got to get the younger generation in. The way we treated the World Championship was our Super Bowl, was our Daytona 500. That's the way you look at the World Championship.
Yep. And it means something because it was really cool when I saw you in your jersey in Vicksburg and I saw the years and World Championship on the back of that jersey. I was like, that's cool. That looks like it means something.
It does.
That's a special thing to see. My jersey don't have none of that stuff. I just made this myself. Oh, it fell down. I ain't got no special things on mine besides River Cats. That's pretty special.
When you go and you try to win something for multiple years, that's what it's there. It's, hey, this is the World Championship. You get one shot every year. Are you going?
Right.
Yes, you go.
I understand what you mean because not in fishing. I am also a world champion in something completely different. I'll tell you off screen what's that far.
Yeah.
It sits right here. The pro staff knows what that is. It sits right here every time I'm on camera.
That's right, because it's important to you and to other people.
And the people that know what it is know it's special. And because it's special, that's what I've done I like this conversation because I've done a lot of competitions in non-fishing in different ways, including what that trophy was for in college. Having a world championship, and I remember young people in college would come to me like, oh, that's you that won last year. And I could be like an advocate for the sport I was in. And it meant something. And I could help grow it by doing that. So I can see what you mean by, and you're doing that with like me and Jeremy when you give us help. You're this world champion advocate helping us come up that are new in this.
It was funny. Yeah. I tell you a story about that. It's funny as heck to me because, when people, you talk about people, your high school people coming up to you and stuff, I had the same thing happen to me. We were, me and Melissa me and the kids, I took them to the lake. We was at a cabin and I said, look, I've got to go get some froze bait because I've been in Georgia working. And I said, I don't have any bait. So I was going to run up to the bait store, get some. And, I was walking across the parking lot and I seen a guy pick up a skipjack out of a bucket. I said, oh. So I slid over there. I said, hey, where you get them skipjack from? He said, oh, I caught them. I said, okay. I said, what are you going to do with them? Y'all going to catch fish tonight? No, we're going to take them up to the store and sell them. I said, I'll take them from you if you don't. Oh, no, I got to sell them. Well, as I was leaving, I hee-hawed around and tried to talk him out of them skipjack. I did everything I possibly could do. And he said, oh, by the way, what's your name? And I said, it's Ray Ferguson. And the light went off, son. That boy like to fell over. He said, you're Ray Ferguson? He said, you beat us. You beat us on a YouTube tournament. And I was like, well, yeah, that's me. He said, I can't believe that's you.
Well, did he give you the skipjack?
Heck no, I bought him though. and he got a selfie. We all posed for him, but I mean that right there that was pretty cool. And that's what a lot of times people see us out, you know, these and they see and they don't. I'm very approachable.
I agree.
Rising Sun. We're going to Rising Sun this weekend. And what really set me off at Rising Sun was we'd done some seminars or something about electronics. Well, before blast off, I was out at the dock setting people's graphs up before the blast off. So that they could sit. They was like, we're having trouble with our graph. Could you look at this real quick? I jumped in their boat, set the graph up. I said, you're good to go now. And then there was two people sitting there, and I went to their boat and helped them out. And they come back with fish. They was like, hey, man, what you done worked. I said, all right, I appreciate it. Y'all have fun. I said, don't touch it anymore.
There's a few guys like you that I've met at these tournaments because I know you're that way. Chris Souders is that way. I'd forget names if I start naming them, but so many guys that gave us help, and like we're competing against you, and will sit there and tell us what to do to try to give some help. It's nice to see.
We had I think it was $50,000 Cat Masters. Donnie give information to the first place guy. I give information to the second place guy, and we finished third.
Apparently, y'all knew what to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, you know, but take this in reverse. Those guys helped us in Texas when we was fishing in Texas.
Right.
So even though we're competing, hey, I want to see you win just like myself. And I feel better. I think I feel a lot better when someone wins that I helped. I think I get more enjoyment out of it. And it doesn't matter if it's $100,000 or not. You know, if I helped you win that and you know that, then it's like I'm game.
And that happens with the Sport for Ma trophy was the same thing. When you get to the high end and you're in championship rounds, suddenly the people that were knocked out already want to help you. And like all the, I don't know, not the schmoozing, but I'm trying to think of the right word, but all the networking you've been doing kind of comes into play. There's a lot to it.
Most definitely.
Do you? Oh God! Now we can see you. Don't do that.
There you go.
I'll let you choose if you want to talk about it or not, because I think you talked about it with Steve Douglas on another show a while back, about the World Championship and no kids. You choose if you want to mention about it.
Well, everybody knows I fish with mine. There's certain places that you could fish with children, and there's certain places you can't. In my book, and this is just me being a dad. Even with Melissa, there's tournaments that I don't want her to go to, and I literally have to come up with ways. And I shouldn't be saying this. I hope she's not watching. So
she knows how to comment in chat. So.
Oh shit! But I don't want her to go because it's dangerous, and she's pretty fearless. But when it comes to kids, so let's give you an example. I would have loved for Niall to be at Mississippi fishing at Megabucks. It'd have been me and him. The problem is he can't fish it because he would leave. We're leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We're running 2.5 hours in the dark. And if we hit a log and he's thrown out of the boat and I can't find him,
how you gonna find
you can't.
And
yeah.
And we both
it
hit
ain't fair to him.
That south wind, the day one, that south wind coming back upstream, and we were all in 3 to 4 foot rollers the whole way back upstream.
Yep.
That was a rough ride. I would not want to have a kid with me. It was me, Jeremy, and Danny, and that was rough.
And the thing is like when you fish with them, and it's cold, you know, like it's coming to the winter, you're liable to be 40 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need to be out there in that mess. He don't need to be out there with where there's a lot of money on the line, and I'm not comfortable with the people. I don't know the people. You go fish a Cabela's tournament, I'll take him anywhere with a Cabela's tournament. I know the people. I fish with them. They're great anglers, and they're very respectful. You go to Mega Bucks, there's people from everywhere, and you're buying your way into a tournament, and they come for it's no holds bar, as I would say.
There's a lot of nice people, but there was a lot of cutthroat people too. And there's some people that don't know how to be safe on the water. There's 100 boats out there. Some of them aren't going to be completely safe.
To give you an idea, we was fishing a tournament in the Mississippi River. We thought the tournament started at 7:30. The tournament started at 6:30. So we're an hour late to the tournament already. So me and Melissa and Donnie, we're headed up the river, and Melissa's like looking back to the motor. And we passed his spot we had marked, and there was a guy fishing it, but he was already past where we was wanting to fish. So we eased around him, and we was just scanning and looking. We didn't even know it was time to fish. You know, we was a little early. It wasn't quite 7:30 yet. And he come up behind us, wide open, and he was within 3 foot of the boat, and he was yelling at the top of his lungs, "You're not fishing here." And I looked at him. They thought it was the game warden coming. And I'm like, there's no game warden back there. That's how close he was to us.
Wow.
And but that's just kind of show you. And I think that was just a $10,000 to win.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And to tell you the kind of people, well, to tell you the kind of people we are, we were fishing in an area, and a guy pulled up, and he fished right there. And I was like, "You ain't bothering me." I said, "You're not fishing. You're not." He was out in, I would say he was in the hot part of the scene, and we was in the slack part. And I didn't think he was going to catch any fish out there. We would never go out there and fish in that hot part. He wins the tournament right in front of us. I wasn't mad at him.
Yeah. They beat you that day.
Yeah. Who cares? It was meant for them to win. It just wasn't meant for us.
And you say you wouldn't want your son to be on the boat if you hit a log in the Mississippi.
No.
Y'all did hit a log, didn't you?
Yeah, we told that monster cat.
Yeah. Like that's not an if, and, or maybe. It happened.
No. And here's the thing. You know what I did? No holds bar. We hit the log. I said, put it back in gear. It went forward, put it in reverse. It didn't go. I said, let's go forward. Let's go. Get it together, guys. Off we went. There was a boat behind us that seen us hit the log and went around us and didn't even check on us to see if we was all right.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's $100,000.
Yeah.
And they say you can't put a price on life, huh?
Nope.
Apparently it's about 10,000 based on that other guy.
Yeah. And like I said, my partners, they was upset about it. They was hot. They was more upset about the guy not checking on us than totaling the boat.
Because I guarantee you fishing partners at that tournament would stop for any boat they see in trouble.
We would stop for anyone.
Yeah.
We don't care if we was going to be late to the tournament. If you was in dire need, we would stop, see what's going on, and figure it out.
I think I'd tell John to kick one of our pro staff off like I have any power. If somebody did something like that, just passed up somebody in need like that, like, what are you doing here? That's just messed up.
Yep.
I want to ask you later if you knew who it was.
No, I don't know who it was.
I didn't want to bother you too much with the since you graced us with your present, but I know you had some very good opinions on a lot of that kind of stuff, and y'all were trying to kind of spread the word on why things are happening and why certain things need to change.
Well, obviously they seen it writing on the wall when Bama Blues raised their prices.
You know what?
Everybody else fell in behind them. So that tells me Alex is leading the charge. And everybody jumped in and raised the prices, and I appreciate it. You know, they needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
I look at it like
there's
this.
John. What's up, John?
You know what I say about it?
What's up?
I say the rest of them need to quit being pussies and go ahead and fish.
They will. They're just gonna complain a little bit. They just need to get it out. The cities need to pick up the money, pick the cities up.
Man up.
Yeah. Hey, you wanted it. You wanted 100% payback tournaments. This is what you're wanting. This is what you got.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes I get some harsh opinions on people at tournaments since I was in, competition for a long time, non-fishing. But it's like do you want to say, like me and Jeremy were talking and we used your name as an example just to say a name. Do you want to just say, I fished against Ray Ferguson? Or do you want to compete and see if you can beat him? There's a big difference if you want to compete versus just saying you were there. And I think a lot of people just want the ego of, oh, I fished Megabucks and Ray and Ferguson and Chris Souders were there. They just want to be able to say that, but they don't want to put the effort and the time and the thought to be like, no, I'm going out there because we mess with you about it, but we were there to beat you, not just to be there with you. Not like it was going to happen, but we put the effort to try. You get what I'm saying?
It's funny. Back in the day, that's how I was. I was really extremely I had to beat everybody. And that was the best thing in the world is what I thought. And
healthy competition.
Once you get, and it helps to have good competition. That's right. But once you get older, it's not about winning. It's about building relationships with people that are long lasting and sharing information, helping people, doing what God give us all this. And if I figured a little bit out, if he's helped me figure this out to catch a fish, I need to share it just the way I feel.
Yep. If you want to up game your fishing and you want to sharpen yourself to be as good, let's say Ray Ferguson is a diamond. You want to be a diamond? Well, you got to cut diamond with diamond and you got to compete at his level, not just show up. If you want to get good, you got to compete against people who are that good. I might be being confusing, but I have a bit of a high horse on that kind of stuff.
No, when you say, it's funny you say me, we need to talk about somebody else because there's a whole lot better people out there than me. But
your name's on my screen. It's the one coming up.
I know, but there's a lot of guys out there that are phenomenal fishermen. And where we got this 100% payback stuff and it's not guaranteed, they're not going to go. They're not going to go and hope 50 boats show up.
And you're saying people I might not even know their name because they're not in some of the latest ones.
They're not in there because they're not going because it didn't make sense.
Right.
Financially, it does not make sense to fish catfish tournaments the way they've got them set up today. If you were going to fish catfish tournaments, Bama Blues, MRM, and that's it. You can't make money unless you're in one of those. And the World Championship. When they get that set up, the World Championship will be won.
Right.
And I think it's three. It's three. Will be four tournaments, and World Championship will be 5. If you want to make money in catfishing, you got to fish you got to fish those 5.
Yeah. And I feel like if they do, the tournament directors do what you're saying and use sponsorships to pay the fishermen, you might not have to increase entry fees so much because you're actually getting sponsorships.
That's right.
The increasing of entry fees is because they're doing the coffee can style, so they have to.
Exactly.
If you go get your sponsorships, you can keep the entry fee low and the payout high with good sponsorships.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yep, because Creech had a comment because you know, Michael Creech, and he's run tournaments, he's tournament fished. A lot of people know him, and he said some of us old blue collar boys that just want to fish something like that won't be able to afford it soon. Then it'll just be the upper class. Yeah, and that's what you're trying to say. If they do sponsorships, Creech can still afford to go.
Well, this is the thing, and I don't know the fella, but I'm gonna tell you this: that this is how I started. I could fish every weekend. I could fish a tournament. I can't afford that. I can't afford to fish every to fish my local tournament, and I don't have to pull but an hour down the road is going to cost me $600 to $1,000, $600 to $1,000 to go fish. What am I going to win? $600. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. How many hours am I putting on my boat?
Oil.
There you go.
Oil,
So
gearing,
now
changes, fuel.
There you go. So I'm wearing my boat out, and I'm a tournament fisherman. I'm not going to wear my boat out on a local tournament that I know I can't win. Well, I mean, I could win them, but I'm not going to make anything out of it. If I get in the top 3, I don't even pay my weight. It's not worth it. If I was to run to Fort Loudon, it cost me $100 in gas. I'd fill up my truck, but I'd have probably $25 in gas, $100 in the boat. But every time you crank that boat up, you're losing $100.
And Parker has a comment like he was talking to Creech. He said eventually it'll turn into high profile events like bass fishing. But
it's never going to make it. It'll never make that. Until we get away from 100% payback tournaments, it ain't ever going to happen.
But you want, because me and you can't go fish the Bassmaster Classic. We're not there.
That's right.
But
we can.
But because the Bassmaster Classic exists in my town, near me in Spring Bayou, there's no less than 3 tournaments a year, and there are high school bass fishing teams because bass fishing is so darn popular. Imagine catfishing. Yes, me and you and Parker and Creech cannot go fish the championship because it's too expensive. We're not big dog enough anymore. But if it's that expensive and that popular, more smaller tournaments will pop up underneath that. Imagine catfishing gets so big and popular that you have high school kids, high school catfishing teams like Bass has now.
Well, you kind of do have that.
Yeah.
But it's not tournaments. But there's a lot of charities out there that take disabled kids and stuff. So we're out there in that market with children. You know, you take children. Same thing. 10 years ago, we used to go. We'd go to Wren Lake and take children out and go fish. We all donated the money. We all donated our time and our boats. So there's people out there doing it. There's veterans. We're out there taking veterans fishing. You know, we're doing a lot for our community. And we just have to get someone that is able to market us. We don't have any marketing.
Do you have anything different, Lance? I've been kind of mouthy on this one.
No, I mean, if it gets where you have the World Championship, where you got to fish the 5 tournaments to fish that, eventually, if they figure it out, you can have like the bass anglers do. You got the amateurs that can work their way up through the ranks, and eventually, where they can fish the World Championship tournaments, they just got to work their way up to it.
That's the whole goal. The whole goal of the championship, the World Championship, is not to buy into this World Championship. You've got to earn your way in.
Right.
Yes.
Just
because you got enough money to pay the entry fee, you're not getting in.
Yeah, Lance.
So if I was a person starting out, the way, instead of worrying about me not being able to fish it, I would be more concerned on how am I going to fish it. If you think negative stuff happens. I'm thinking, how am I going to get there?
Yep.
I'm not guaranteed.
You don't wake up one morning and decide, you know what, I'm going racing the NASCAR Cup Series at Daytona this weekend. That sounds fun.
Exactly.
You don't do it. Let's see. John said his phone got hot. They're headed to the landing right now.
If you get your, you know, a lot of people in this fishing industry needs to get their act together and focus on the positive stuff. Focus on, hey, Alex is out there busting his tail, making it happen. He runs the man that loves to fish and he can't fish anymore because he's doing the tournament trail. And Alex is one you don't want to fish against. He is a great fisherman. Same with George Young Jr. Another great fisherman. You don't want to fish against him. They're all great fishermen running tournaments.
Yep. Greg, and if you know Alex Nagy, that's Twisted Cat. I'm not sure if you know them, but they're in Morgan City. They ain't far from you. Greg Burgess lives south of me, right?
Okay. Hey, you got Cabela's. You know, there's great fishermen on the Cabela's people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they're not fishing because they're running a tournament. We need people that are not fishermen. We need promoters that all they don't know nothing about fishing. All they know is bring the money in and send it out. That's all they need to be concerned about.
Creech said, well, I know him and he don't know me. That tells you I ain't shit in the fishing world and I need to get my name on the boat.
Well,
yeah, Creech, not everybody knows every name, but he's been in the industry, tournaments, running them, fishing them for a very long time too.
Yeah.
You'd probably have a nice conversation with him if you had an opportunity. One of our pro staff too.
Yes, I may know him. But I'm saying I can't remember everyone you come in contact with. You know, if you're in my circle every day, you know, it's hard.
I'm sure you've probably fished against each other before, if not met and everything else.
Yeah. But tell him if he knows me, I'm just trying to speak the truth. I'm not the guy that sugarcoats stuff.
Now, we at River Cats like that attitude because our owner doesn't know how to spell sugarcoat.
Yeah. I'm just tired of seeing it going the other way. It needs to be more, it needs to be guaranteed.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking me for a link.
Do you think the NASCAR people would show up if it wasn't guaranteed? Do you think those bass fishermen are going to show up if it's not guaranteed? No. They got a guaranteed payout.
When they announce, and the advertisement should be coming out soon for next year's Daytona 500, it'll be the first race of the year. They're going to announce what the winning purse is, and they don't say nothing about if so many people show up.
No. Yeah. Nope. Never. I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Let me see. I
like that.
I need to try to figure out how to get. Let's see. Now we got Ryan. One of y'all. Yep, Ryan, you're back feeding. I can hear myself through yours.
All right, let me kill that.
Now look at Ryan. See, he's a professional.
Oh, good night, Creech. Yeah, Creech is out on the rigs right now, ain't he? All right, I don't think I hear myself now. Say something, Ryan.
Say something, Ryan.
All right, we good.
Ryan.
Let me see. Let me put y'all next to each other.
Ryan's on the phone. He's got his figured out. Professional.
Yeah, professional. Yeah. I just need a jersey, man.
I brought up Ryan earlier. He might not have heard when you said about not having to bring fish and just weighing them on the boats. How many times has Ryan had to do that in a tournament on the kayak?
Hey, that's not easy on the kayak when you have to get a weight.
It's not easy, period.
But it's doable. It's obviously doable in some boats.
So with the
the bass guys do MLF. That's the big one where they weigh the fish on the boat. It's really easy to hold a 5-pound bass on a set of scales and get the scales to lock out. You have weight fish.
Yeah.
It's impossible to get a fish to lock the scales out. I mean, on a boat and it's rocking. It's hard to get a set of scales to lock out.
You're staticky again.
I'm
There you
saying.
go. Nope, you're good now. I think it's our operator.
I think
No,
But yeah,
I
I mean,
tried
look
to
at
adjust his
Ryan.
volume, and I think it made him staticky.
Yeah, well, Ryan, why can't we do it on a boat? Why can't a local tournament, do the same thing? They talk about little guys wanting to fish.
So
That makes sense
That's what
to
I
me.
wanted to pop in for. The tournament world has to change. Everybody's not a professional. Everybody's not Ray Ferguson. There has to be little guys, and there has to be big guys, and there has to be a separation in it.
I'm a big guy.
And I mean, I'm not saying one guy's better than another, but their skills are. One guy's skills are not what the other guys are. These guys
I think y'all
travel
are
the
better than me.
country
I
and-
can say that.
These guys travel in the country and fishing like Ray, and I'm trying to get into that. I'm trying to get up to that level myself, and money is what stops me. But I'm working on getting sponsors. I got that big tournament Steve's putting on. I called around and got my entry fee paid for that. You know what I mean? I don't have $1,500 paid for that. Now I got to figure out how to get gas to get back and forth there to figure the river out in that section a few times. But
Yeah.
I'm working at it. I'm grinding at it. I may not make it when I get there. I may get up there and Ray and then bust my head and make me look like an idiot. But I tried. And the little guys, these small tournament trails are for those guys that's not trying to get on that level. These guys that don't want to put in the work to call and get sponsors and put in the work and go learn new waters.
He went
That was
out on us,
awkward.
but I agree 100% with him. What they don't see is they only see it.
Did I lose
Yep.
y'all?
Well, Ryan, to touch with what you're saying, they only see the part of it. They only see, they win. They don't know
Yeah.
that it took us 3 days to get there.
Yeah.
Practicing, missing the family. There's a lot of time you miss a lot. That's why I
There's a
had to
lot of
scale back.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
And even before then, and this, look on my jersey. This is what, how much work my brother put into with all these names. They're not on here just for shits and giggles. All these different names were a lot of hours of hard work to get involved with these companies. Jeremy is not a rich guy. I am not a rich guy. He does okay, but it took a lot, and you would know the same thing. A lot of hard work to be able to afford catfishing enough to have a boat, gear, everything, tournament fees, and go fishing. It ain't
right.
an easy thing.
Sometimes I look forward to going back to work because fishing is harder than the work.
Am
Oh,
I
weird.
back in or am I in the basement?
Yep.
You're in the
You're
basement.
good, Ryan.
All right. But no, what I was saying, man, there has to be that separation of those guys. And when Ray travels to a tournament, it keeps people from showing up that are locals that only fish that place, and they fish that place a couple of times a week or three, from just taking all the money that Ray's there trying to win to pay for his expenses. I'm not saying keep the little guys out of tournament fishing. I'm saying they need to be out of these travel tournaments. There needs to be a professional level where you work your way up into those tournaments, not just show up, pay an entry fee, and fish.
But until they start getting sponsors, then we're never going to have it.
And what do we got to have to get those sponsors, Ray?
You got to have good tournament directors that have to get
No,
out
you
there
gotta
and
have
beat the
eyes.
bull.
Mouthpiece.
You got to
They can
have
talk
eyes.
to these guys.
There's nobody going to pay $50,000 to sponsor a tournament to sell product that they know there's only going to be 50,000 people to look at the live stream of it. They can't sell
There you go.
50,000 products if only 50,000 people watch it. So we got to figure out how to get people to watch these weigh-ins. And I mean, as bad as I hate to say it, and this ain't no disrespect to Chunky or Haz or none of them guys. Them guys ain't fishermen. They're entertainers, but they draw attention.
That's right.
We need something
Great.
of a combination of a Ray Ferguson and a Chunky Cats. We got to have an angler that is catching fish all over the country, but he's entertaining. And when we get that, then that angler will draw that Toyota sponsor or that Chevy trucks or whatever, that big name, big money sponsor. Because that's
But
what
they're
you're talking
not
about, racing.
okay.
Well, NASCAR, the
So
difference in NASCAR and the dirt late model guys, NASCAR has Toyota sponsor them. The dirt late model guys has got McDonald's or their local drive-in sponsoring them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference.
all right, to tell you, this is how I figured out the NASCAR deal. Have you ever paid attention? They only show the top 10 on the screen.
Yeah.
If you're not in the top 10, you don't get recognized.
Nope. They're,
Mhm.
So-
but they're rewarding the higher performing people.
That's right. So you've got to, and there's a lot of guys that can afford to do this. It's just maybe they don't want to take the time to do it.
Well,
But-
I was telling somebody the other day, Rising Sun's coming up, right? They got what, 150 boats, something like that.
Last year they had 200.
boats. Let's just say 100 boats show up for one of them tournaments like that. 100 boats show up. 60 of them don't need to be there. 60 of them don't have the experience to be there. I mean, it's just the way of life. 60 of them had the money to pay the entry fee. It was close to them, and they jumped in, right? 20 of them.
No, wait a minute. That's a different tournament.
That is.
So let me explain to you about the tournament. The Rising Sun tournament is a gathering.
Yeah, exactly. It's I'm trying to think, nostalgia thing. It's the nostalgia of being there. You know what I mean? It's people go there and do it every year as a hangout.
The tournament
with their buddies.
with family. Yes. And anyone can win that tournament. And the reason why they're not necessarily there to win the weigh-in, but they're there for that big fish that pays $8,000.
Yes.
Anyone
Well,
can get big
it's
fish.
like this. If you say 100 boats was there, 60 of them are there for the hangout. They paid their entry fee. They really, on a skill level basis, they don't have the skill to win that tournament, right? 20
No.
of them are the top 20 anglers in the country. I mean, you got like you and the Fountains and guys like that. And then the other 20 they know how to fish and they have a chance, but they're not on the level of you guys, of you top 20 guys in the country that show up to that.
Yep.
Now, you've
Real-
got them guys that spend money to travel there.
Real
that
quick,
have
guys,
skill level
a couple
to win.
people are asking in the chat. Yeah, we're between websites. We're about to launch a new website. So if you need a product says out of stock, contact any of the pro staff, John, or this email directly to see, and we can hook you up with gear because the website's slightly out of date while we're in the midst of launching a new website. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I'll go ahead.
But what we
Yeah.
got to get away from, Ray, is you guys travel to a tournament and pay your entry fee and you spend all this big money, and then some local guy shows up and gets lucky and takes that winning prize pot. We
Yeah.
got to get away from that. That's the
Well-
reason you don't want the local guys in it, because it's not because you don't want them there and you don't want them fishing in it. It's because Ray and them has earned the right to be in there for that prize money. You know, and I mean, I don't know where you draw the line on that. I think Steve's onto something with this thing he's doing with getting a trail where you have to earn your way into it
Mhm.
and in some way earn your way up
Okay.
the ranks to be there.
Okay, hold on. Rising Sun, you can't say that about Rising Sun because Rising Sun
No, I
is
was
totally
just using
different.
that as an
What we
example
need to
because-
compare, what we need to compare with is Wheeler. Okay,
Yeah,
let's take Wheeler and say if you look at Mike Mitchell, you look at J.R. Hall, all those guys, and that fish the lake every day. Should they not be allowed to fish because they're guides on the lake?
You get into, especially with Mike, because Mike can catch fish in a lot of places.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's one of them that would earn his way into that trail I was talking about because he can catch fish in a lot of different places.
Right.
Now, like J.R. Hall that don't really travel and do a lot of tournaments and stuff, he does one here and there. He would be a little bit of a different story because he likely wouldn't travel and do the 5 events to qualify for it.
Right.
So,
But again, you're talking. This is the World Championship.
yeah,
There's no compare. You can't compare anything to that.
no.
That's what you're trying to. Yeah, you're trying to compare.
The rule against it.
Yeah, you can't compare for that.
If you guide on a body of water within 30 days of our tournament, of a kayak tournament, you're not allowed to fish that tournament, hands down.
Yeah.
Now you can probably sneak in. I mean, you could probably sneak in without anybody saying anything sometimes. But at the end of the day, word's going to get out. You know, I mean, if you're a guide, people know you, and you're not going to be able to sneak by with it.
And
Right.
I think something to mention here, just to bring it back to the little guys, y'all aren't, I know y'all aren't saying all this just to say because, oh, the big tournament guys deserve more. A lot of the point is once you have these big nationally recognized world championship and you get more notoriety for catfishing overall, all these blue collar local guys will have even more opportunity on the lower end because of sheer popularity of the sport increasing.
But they're going to have to work for it and earn their way. You can't go right now and buy a NASCAR and jump in the Daytona 500.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
we
You
said
can't
that
do
exactly a little while ago. But because that's a thing, NASCAR has all of these lower end things, lower dirt track sprint cars, and it's really popular.
AMA series and all that, yeah.
I compared it to like the Bassmaster Classic, and it goes all the way down to high school teams because it's so darn popular. You have all these different levels for everybody to compete in.
Well, it's kind of like traveling baseball. Look at that. Baseball's the same way. You got guys that start out playing baseball at 5 years old.
Yeah.
And they carry it all the way through high school.
Now Jeremy has an opinion. I kind of go a little bit on his side too, Ryan. Jeremy said that's Creole. If you're a truly top-notch angler, local shouldn't be an issue either way because a true competitor welcomes any challenge regardless.
No,
I don't mind them. I don't mind the local.
I go against that because there's a lot of tournaments where the local guys beat the best in the country. That local guy's only there, or that traveling guy's only there for a week. If you've never been there and you only spend a week there, there's a lot of that water you can't stand and look at.
So, like for example, you fish a lot more. I've fished one tournament non-YouTube ever. It was Vicksburg. That was my only one. If you come to a tournament, you know where my home waters are. You only have a few days to scout it. What's your chance of beating me who's ever done one? And I've been on those waters my whole life.
Little to none because you know the water. The tournament.
That's what you're saying.
The tournament don't change it that much. It does change it because it adds pressure. And that's part of tournament fishing and being a tournament angler. You got to learn to deal with that pressure. But having 30 years on a body of water and knowing where them fish go and what they do for 30 years versus me being there for a week, you have a huge advantage, tournament or not.
Well,
Bill Arnold asked, don't we already have an invite-only tournament series for the big guys?
The Sea Arc Invitational is the only one I know about. You have to have a Sea Arc.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you have to qualify for.
Yeah, if you have the money to enter, pretty much all of them, you can just show up and enter.
And unless you're banned from them for whatever reason, that's it.
That's different.
But I don't mind local people. I love it. A lot of the local guys, they'll do their thing, and I'm gonna do a little something different, and I'm gonna get you. Just because the local guy gets into a habit,
that's true.
and then he'll get. Hey, give you a prime example, Santee Cooper. If you've never been to Santee Cooper, you don't understand what I'm talking about.
If you go to Santee Cooper, take extra dragon weights.
And because I knew Jeremy was thinking it at Vicksburg, that was home waters for me and Jeremy. Ray sitting right there beat us in that tournament, and I'll tell you, there were at least 2 other boats in our spot. Day one, both of them weighed bigger fish than us, and we were local. Maybe that just means we suck, but
no.
But they welcomed the competition and showed us what for.
Yeah. This is how much I'm for the locals. I would rather go drive 5 hours and fish than fish my home water. I would rather go do that. I feel more confident driving 5 hours down the road than fishing at in my backyard because I have too many bad habits.
All right, Ray. What about you ever fished Mad Jack's tournament?
Nope,
The
never
one
did
Steve
that.
did here in Kentucky.
Yeah.
That was a 50 to 100 boat tournament. It drew people, not like, you didn't draw anybody from Texas, but it drew Ohio, Indiana, people from Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama. There was quite a few people come up here, and it was kind of a nostalgia kind of thing. It was never going to be anything huge, you know. The top 10 in that tournament, I fished it 3 years. The top 10 in that tournament was somebody from right here that I know that fishes here every day.
Right.
But
Ryan,
it's a thermocline lake, and if you don't know how to fish a thermocline lake, you're hit when you get here.
Yep.
Ryan, I got a
let's
question
back up.
for you.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, Ryan, this will be off topic, but roll with me here. Ryan, I got a question for you. Do you feel like if you want to go fish a new body of water, maybe somewhere there are some locals, you should contact somebody like Creole's Guide Service and go ahead. Maybe you can learn the waters, catch some local fish.
That's one thing I learned when we started the national series.
And that's
on the
my
kayak
weekly
stuff.
shameless plug.
And Ray's one of them. I've called, you know, if I got a buddy on Facebook that lives in Alabama and I've never been to Alabama, guess who I'm calling before I go down there? But I'm not asking him, hey buddy, give me your hole. Tell me where your secret hole's at. I'm asking, hey buddy, you catch them on ledges, you catch them in deep holes, whatever. And then I take that information, I translate it to my Navionics map or something. But
I'm gonna give you a
usually I don't
GPS.
have to
I'm gonna
call.
give you a GPS pinpoint. Say here, go right here to
Ray's
this
gonna throw me off
waypoint.
on purpose. But 'cause that's the kind of guy he is. But
Hey,
no, I mean,
all I can tell you is I've done that to people, and they're doing pretty well.
but
You know,
So,
most of the calls we got before Vicksburg were people begging us if we knew where any bait was.
yeah, that's the biggest thing when you go to a new area. Where's the bait live? And generally, I take mine with me because I don't want to have to worry about finding it. But if you're there, for a
Kind of
week, you gotta
surprising
find
the
bait.
big name people calling asking us for bait too. We're like, oh,
Well,
okay.
that's a hot topic right now, is buying bait for a tournament. But
Oh, they're just asking where at, not to buy it. But
I mean, that's
Just-
another hot topic that came up, and I'm kind of on the opposite side of the fence of everybody else. I think buying bait for a tournament, if you want to buy it, go ahead. I mean, if you can't afford it, get a sponsor to buy it for you. But that is part of catfishing, and I see their point. Catfishing is 3/4 catching bait.
well, it helps to have bait. You got to understand, you're already taking 3 days from your family. You throw a 4th day in there hunting bait.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
You know,
usually-
when are you
usually-
going to? I'm not getting paid to do this. This is for fun. This is being competitive.
I kind of think if you're buying bait, that means it's frozen, and that means if you can't find fresh bait
No.
that morning, you're at a disadvantage anyway.
No, most of the time I can find fresh skips wherever I go for sale. Not that I
How
buy them in
fresh?
Alabama, but you know. And I mean, you don't, and most of the time it's not from a bait dealer. It's from some buddy of mine that I've called and said, hey, you want to sell me some
Yeah.
bait? And they say, oh, I got you. Just come by here and get it. But, you know, or if I go to Alabama, I'll run by one of the dams in Ray's area there, and I'll stop and catch bait on the way down.
What's up, Freddie?
something. Or Friday before the tournament, that's when I want fresh bait. I'm usually out before the captain's meeting hunting bait. But I'm trying to get to the level of what they're trying to build. But with my income and my kids, because I'm one of them stepdads that can't tell a kid no, I can't afford it. So I'm having to reach out and I'm having to hunt these sponsors. That's part of the reason my YouTube videos is going to start back up. I'm trying to earn my way to get them sponsors. And most people can't get a sponsor just off their, like Donnie and Lonnie probably could, Ray probably could. But you're not going to get a sponsor just off placing in tournaments. You got to have a social media presence to get that sponsor. You know, you got to have somebody to sell a product to.
Well, who are you? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how are you going to sell my product? You know, how are you going to sell what I give you?
Me and Jeremy just had that conversation Friday about fussing at each other. Like, why aren't we need to go live more? We need to go live more. We need to do this. And we're just like, we've been lax this year. We need to do this. And for guide service purposes, for a sponsor, it's kind of all tied in, you know.
And
Need to put more work in.
Tournament fishing
He censored himself.
What's up, Freddie?
It's a very different
There's
conversation we usually have on this night. I love it.
Well, there's people out there willing to pay. You know, I've got some people that's come to me to pay. I don't want to be bothered.
Wait,
You know, I'm just
Ray, does Bobby have a fish?
Look
Hold on,
like
this is breaking news. Hold on.
oh yeah.
Oh
he's
my
got
God,
one.
Bobby caught a fish.
Way to go, Bobby!
About time.
Bobby caught a nice fish. What you got there?
It kind of look like a flathead. Is
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like
What it
dinner.
look like.
Oh, sorry, V. Yeah. Oh my
it is a
God.
flathead. Boom!
Uh-huh.
That's world championship worthy right there, Bobby. You did it.
That's awesome.
You're late. Train might be behind.
Hey, Catfish Dave would be proud.
And Chris said it was an accident. Hey, Ryan came back in and then left again. Let me see. Yep. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, Bobby's got to admire that fish for a little while.
I'm always amazed at the coloring. I always got to look. This one here, like camouflage.
Yeah, that one's really pretty. Good job, Bobby.
That's perfect. Yep. So what are we talking about now?
Well, Ray, every time we have a guest on, we kind of give carte blanche. Chat, because you're more special than most of us, whether you want to admit it or not. Chat, if you have questions for Ray Ferguson or if Ryan Bortz comes back on, chat, feel free to ask things. Besides that, it's Ray, whatever you would like to talk about for however long you want to talk about it for.
How big is the fish? Hey, listen. Oh, don't show it. I say, never mind.
I can't even see it. 6.
I was going to say
What is it?
5.
Oh, you're both right in the
couldn't-
middle. 5.58.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh, I guess I'm a little glass half full, Ray's a little glass half empty.
That's still a good. Hey, that's a pretty good fish, though.
That'd be a hell of a fillet in a skillet.
Yep.
It just might be.
Melissa, I think it's mostly the smell that gives him that name. She said, how do you get big fish as your middle name?
Oh.
He said his service went out in the shop. Oh, well, if you get more service, we'll bring you back up, buddy.
All right. What kind of questions you got?
Let's see. Matt Ryan, this is a saltwater guy. Can you talk about something a little more cheerful? You know what? I do have something to say. This man right here, Ray Big Fish Ferguson, out of his own pocket bought how many rods?
I don't know.
You know, you just don't want to say. It was like 50 or 60 rods. And you know what he did with them? Handed them out to kids in the crowd. That's what kind of person Ray Ferguson is, if y'all didn't know that already. And that's very cheerful. He probably hates that I'm even talking about it because I'm probably not supposed to, but I don't care because I want to let people know that good people exist in the catfishing world. And Ray is one of the best ones.
When I was growing up, I didn't have, good equipment. And the stuff that was there, it's good equipment. It's going to last if they take care of it. I had a all-purpose rod. I bass fished, catfish, brim fished, all with the same thing. So, and in the area that we were at, they need a good rod to handle the fish that's out there. I'd hate to see one of them get a hold of a 30 or 40 pounder and it break the bass rod that they were using.
Lisa's probably laughing at me. When the show runs long, the cat comes in like, hey, what's going on?
But back we was talking about Rising Sun. Rising
What-
Sun is one of the best tournaments that I go to every year.
Where
It
is Rising Sun?
Indiana. It's Rising Sun, Indiana. They have
Okay.
150 boats,
Holy cow!
and that's on the low end. Last year they had 200, but still,
Wow.
you'll have anywhere from. I've been there when it's 120, 175, 200. It really depends, really on the economy, but it's fairly cheap to get in. They pay a huge. They've got sponsors that pay the purse, part of the purse, and then they have big fish, and the big fish part of it. First place is like 10 grand. Second, the first big fish is like $8,000. So
Hey,
Wow.
lucky is catching the big fish. You got to be lucky. And anyone that shows up at that tournament has got a chance to win big fish. Do you all agree?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
put a hook in the water, everyone's got a chance. And in a lot of tournaments, we don't have that. Like at Megabucks, you didn't have a chance to catch a big fish and win $60,000.
It was 2,500.
I don't know what it was.
It was a few thousand. It wasn't like that much. It was like 2,000-3,000 something.
But I feel that's why the tournament at Rising Sun does so well, is because everybody can catch. Everybody that's at that tournament has caught a big fish, and that's why they're there.
Nice.
And not only
Is that-
it's good community fun. I mean, the whole community is behind it, and that's
Who
where
puts
we're
this on?
missing.
yeah.
Who's putting this on?
Man, why you
Like
got to
who-
pull me out with that? It's
I don't
Rising
know.
Sun, Indiana. I know they get some money from the city. Stephen, but there's a name of the. Ask Melissa on chat.
So it's not like connected to any, because honestly, I haven't heard of this until today. It's not connected to anything else as far as the cat, like, it's not MRM,
Yes,
it's
they
not
got-
King Cat, it's not.
No, they got a catfish club. I think it's the Ohio Catfish Club, maybe.
Okay.
But they help with it, and it's man, you got high school kids down there weighing in fish.
Yeah.
They're all helping. The whole community comes in and helps. It's
Nice.
If you've never been there, you're missing out, because it is fun. We don't go there to win. We just go there to socialize.
Maybe I need to go up there with my vendor trailer or something.
Well, you'd kill it. You'd kill it. There's people up there. They want to buy fishing tackle. They're there to have fun. They feed us. I think they got breakfast in the mornings. We have a meeting on the bank. It's a fun tournament.
Ohio Valley River Cats.
There you go. I knew I'd screw it up.
When is it?
This weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Well, I'm not coming then. All right, Chris and V next year. Maybe we need a booth up there. Y'all are nearby. I'll drive up there.
She'll have a lot to talk about. V will have a lot to talk about when she goes.
It's Stephen Bohannon.
Yep.
All right. Apparently, that's a very good guy then, because you're saying that you're talking very highly of that tournament and all. And I trust just about anything that you say.
Well, they're all, Cabela's, they do a good job. I can't even think, I done went mind blank now, but Twisted Cats, Alex, phenomenal job. Alex is real low key, and he's plays by the rules. If this is the rule, this is what the rule is. He ain't changing it. It's just, there's a lot of good people out there. I think their hands are tied sometimes. They need to,
Right.
maybe if all our community does is complain, we don't need to do this no more. That's the way I look at it.
That's, that is a great point, because I sure don't get on a boat to go fishing to fuss and complain and stress. I don't care if it's a tournament. I ain't getting on that boat to stress.
Nope.
Right.
Just when I was sitting next to you, you were stressing.
Who, me?
when we was launching. You was
I
stressing.
wasn't stressing. I was just excited.
The whole boat was.
I was pumped. I wasn't stressing.
Okay, pump, stress,
That
same
is
thing.
not
to
the
me.
same thing. Apparently, V tried to tell us about it.
You was stuttering when you was talking. Yeah, you was stuttering when you was talking. Hey, Ray, I'm trying to beat you this today.
That's because I was talking to the famous Ray Ferguson. That had nothing to do with the tournament. You know, Lance, the first time I met Ray, what he tells me, I think one of the first things he said, "Hey, how you doing?" and whatnot. One of the first things he ever says to me, I hand him a rod to look at. He goes, "You tied this rig wrong." Like, your dropper's too long. Like, leave me alone. I know. What a jerk.
Hey, I'm trying to help you.
You were right. I knew it was too long. You were definitely right. It was way too long. It's just that had to be the one I gave you.
But hey, I know. Well, I mean, I didn't want. Here's the thing. That tells you what kind of person I am. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying, look, I've tried this before and it doesn't work for me. If it's working for you, great. But here's another option.
Oh, I love honesty. I don't care if it's a good thing or a bad thing you have to say. Just be honest with me. I'll tell that to anybody. As long as you're not lying to me, I'm friends with you. I don't care. Just don't lie to me.
Yep.
I do. I get starstruck with certain people. Jeremy is way worse than me, depending on who it is. Don't let him fool you. Jeremy can't talk, depending on like which person he's meeting.
Listen, I wear Steve out all the time. I hope he ain't watching, but listen, I was in Texas. This is cool, and this is so cool. And I'm sitting here listening to these guys, and they're like, "Man, we hadn't caught any fish all day. We've been out here. It's just da 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 da." I said, "Are y'all fishing the tournament?" "No, we're just out here fun fishing." I said, "Really?" I said, "I seen them monster rod holders on your boat." And they were like, "Yeah, we watch Steve Douglas all the time." I said, "Really?" "Yeah, we'd like to meet him." I said, "Well, hey, I can't let you meet him, but I can do this." And I called Steve right there on the spot.
Lord.
I said, "Hey, Steve, there's some guys who want to talk to you."
Oh no!
Hey, they like to fell off the table. So that's the kind of guy you're going to get with me. I'm a people like, "Oh man, I'd love to meet." "Oh yeah, really?" Here.
Yeah, I guarantee. I know you'll say it. If anybody wants to meet Ray Ferguson, if you see him, walk up to him, like tickle his tummy and say hi, and he'll just laugh and greet you. Like you're so easy to meet. You swear you're not famous.
Well, that's how I got a hold of Melissa. We was eating at the same restaurant, and I said, "Hey, you want to go fishing?" She said, "I like to go fishing," and it was over.
You got a hold of her with a cast net and some duct tape.
Son, you talking about a freaking stressed out? The first time we went fishing, we was down at Gunnersville, and I knew there was some big fish there, and I could not get them to bite. I worked on these fish till lunch to get them to bite. I suspended, I anchored, and then I just give up, and I said, "I'm gonna drag them and let's see what happens." And I'm talking about I stayed in probably a 300-foot area, and man, she put a 54 and a 52 in the boat. I was happy then, but I was looking pretty bad up until lunch. And then I ended up dropping it on my toe. And it went all the way through my toe at the weigh-in. The plastic grippers y'all use, you'll never see one on my. I dropped him. He went through my big toe twice. During the tournament, at the weigh-in, and I never flinched, son. She never knew what was going on. And then we had to walk down this thing and drop the fish off into the water. Got back to the truck, and I said, "Man," I said, "I need you to look at my toe for me real quick, because this sucker's hurting awful bad." My whole shoe was full of blood, and she takes some alcohol and pours on it. I was like,
and this is all y'all had just met.
Yeah, she's over there dumping alcohol on my freaking foot, and I'm over there in the front of the truck throwing up. Yeah, I'm telling you, boy.
Chris said he met you by asking you to take a picture of him and Steve Douglas.
Wonder where we
Had
was
Ray
at.
take a picture of. It had something to do with him fanboying Steve, and that's how he met you.
Yeah. Well, Steve, hey, I got Steve at the veterans thing. We was up there at the veterans tournament, and I picked him up at his house and took him up there. And I said, Steve, I said, look, I said, I don't want to be tied up with all these autographs and stuff. People, oh man, I ain't gonna do no autographs. And I was like, oh yeah, Steve, if you get up there, you're gonna be doing some autographs because you're famous. Oh, Ray, you crazy, Ray. I got him up there. Sure enough, he was signing autographs and taking pictures. We just couldn't. Hey, they wasn't letting any kids fish, so they didn't have no babies there, or he'd have been kissing babies.
You know, that happened to me at CatCon this year. Was my first year. I signed a few things. I took selfies with people. I was like, who knows me? What the hell's going on? It was so weird.
You for Sasquatch. As big as you are. Oh.
Everybody recognizes me. I'm in a crowd. They actually recognize me before Jeremy just because I'm huge. So they go, you must be Tank. Like, oh, yeah. They just see me first.
But yeah, it's, you meet a lot of cool people, it's very fun, and a lot of characters out there.
There's a lot of, all of y'all in chat, none of y'all have some good questions for Ray. Jeremy, ask a question for Ray. God dog, and I know you're sitting there being all shy because I think you're one of the people he fanboys with. When you met us in that parking lot, we were looking at a rod at Vicksburg. Jeremy pulled me to the like, oh my God, we're talking to Ray about this. Oh my God, he was freaking out.
He tell you the changes we made on it?
Did you make them, or are you just talking about the ones y'all talked about?
No, I think they're going to make some changes on it.
I know the ones you suggested, and most of those we were kind of already thinking too. So yeah, for sure.
I know I don't have any straight chained hooks. I know that.
Hey,
so whoever's in that department
is make sure when those hooks come out. Talk. Oh, you know what? I can't say too much. I forget. We're not. Talk to John. Make sure he understands that. That's all.
He knows. I ask him every other week.
Straight shank, specifically.
Straight shank hooks.
We have to convince John. That's all I can say about that. Keep forgetting that's not a full announcement yet. But yeah, the R&D department is on that train.
All right. What's the best tournament that you think's out there that you witness? Who do you think does the best promotion?
Promotion? Well, I'm limited because I'm so new in the community. I'm only friends with so many people. As far as tournament promotion, I get a lot of Twisted Cat stuff, and media wise, I feel like Twisted Cat's doing an incredible job. Because even when, say, MRM or King Cat, I have to actively search for, what's coming up. Because they have multiple tournaments within 2 or 3 hours of me, and I have to actively go out and look for them. Twisted Cat's all up in my face. I don't have to guess. So I feel like they do a great job.
Yeah. I feel like if Alex would start promoting some of his anglers, I think he could help the sport grow. I mean, he needs to take his top 10 guys and start pushing them.
He makes posts about them, every tournament, who's winning and stuff. But what kind of promotion do you mean? Let's say
he needs to get out there and say, Wally's coming fishing this weekend, guys. You better have your stuff together. Or whoever. You see, that's the kind of build a guy up bigger than life.
That's, even as an RCT company, it's you want to be humble because that's the right thing to do. But at the same time, how does humbleness get you to grow? I think I talked to you about that, about what hooks or something the other day. Was that you I messaged? I think it was actually. No, it was somebody else. But
Yeah, you was. You did. You messaged me. You said you couldn't tell the truth or something.
Oh yeah, it was about
Wasn't
how
it?
do you promote a product without knocking others when you know you like yours better, kind of thing. It's like you want to be humble, but you also, like that you're saying with the tournaments, you have to shout out your big players, shout out your stuff, and you kind of have to drop humbleness to promote higher. It's kind
That's
of an
it.
awkward thing, but you just have to
You know?
do it.
I tell you this, I don't know of one person, well, 10 people out of this in the country want to beat Donnie and Lonnie.
Oh,
They're that nice of guys. But really and truly, do they need to be the nice guys, or do they need to be the guys that are, hey, if you're thinking about beating Lonnie and Donnie, hang it up. It ain't gonna happen this week.
For promotion of the sport,
You know?
yeah, and they are the nicest, down to earth, talk to
Ain't
them
no crime.
Christian guys you could ever imagine. Like the best guys ever. But yeah, would it help the sport if they were like, for some reason, Donnie Fountain was actually cocky and promoted himself? With that might actually grow the sport in a weird way.
Yeah. Or if they just promoted promoted for him.
Somebody
For
else
them,
do
to
it.
say, hey, look, the Fountain brothers. Yeah, hey, the Fountain brothers are coming. That's what they used to do. Like I hate to say this, you go back to dirt track racing, Scott Bloomquist, that's who they would call out. Hey, is Bloomer going to be here this week? I would go to a dirt late model race and it's 2 series, the Outlaws and Lucas. But I would be at an outlaw race and there would be people in the stands saying, well, where's Bloomer at? He ran the Lucas series. They didn't come there. They'd come there to see him, but they didn't know he wasn't there. But I mean, he was at a whole different racetrack in a whole different area. But that's what people need. They need people to. You need to make some. You need to make some villains.
All right. That's
I feel like
we need to do some WWE promos pre-tournaments.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. That's
like I said, it's a show. We need to make a show.
That was a big topic. That I can never remember the third guy's name. I feel bad, but Mike and Spencer won that tournament, and some people were like, "They're just YouTubers." Which, long story short, they're not just YouTubers. They fish all the time. They're great fishermen. Like, get over it.
Yeah.
Calling them just YouTubers is an insult to them. But how much?
No, I wouldn't take it. Wait a minute. Let's wait. I would not take it like that.
I'm saying just
because
YouTubers.
If I was to call them, no, because that's the thing. They are YouTubers that are getting paid to fish.
Yeah.
So is that a bad thing?
They
got it figured out.
What I was gonna say is the best tournament promotion I've seen is because it happened to be them that won.
That's right.
I don't even necessarily watch their videos
They're
much,
YouTubers.
and it's been on my feed constantly. Like, please watch this video. Please watch this video. Just begging me to watch every piece of content that they've been on. Every time Lonnie and Donnie or the Massingales or anybody, the couple people that I can actually name when they win, you don't really hear about it.
You don't. They're YouTubers. That's why they're doing good.
Social media. It's getting it out there.
That's it. We're not. They don't need to take that as being that people are being disrespectful, because I would, if I told them, I said, hell, they're YouTubers. They kicked our ass. And that's what I meant by that they're getting paid and they're going to make money on top of the money that they already made.
Yeah. Did somebody ask you on Facebook how did it feel to lose to a YouTuber or something? Or maybe that just happened in my mind, but I was like, the way the question came across, I'm like, what do you mean lose to a YouTuber? They're great fishermen. Like, what does that even mean?
There's a lot of great fishermen. They're not YouTubers. They're not making money. They don't have it figured out. They're not promoting themselves.
That's what I was honestly asking you when I DM'd you. It's like, that's a weird fine line between promoting yourself or just being a cocky asshole or something, but you have to promote.
They do a heck of a job. Those guys are real fishermen, real people. The way they are on their video is the same way they are in real life. that I know of them. I talked to them. You know what? The guy, I think it's River.
You blipped for a second.
Yep. The fellow that does River Certified. What's his name? He won.
Spencer Bauer.
Yeah.
So, man, it's killed me. I'd seen his videos and stuff, and I'm like, man, I wish I could talk to this guy. What would be the question I'd ask him? How in the world do you park on that sandbar and keep the mosquitoes from eating your ass alive? That's all I wanted to know. That's all I was. Man, I was like a kid in a candy store. And I'm like, dude, how are you doing it? Because you don't see him. He's never really complaining about being ate up by the mosquitoes.
Right.
And I've asked people for years, how are you on this sandbar? Does it really, because this is what I want to do is I want to take my kids out there and I want us to go on the Mississippi River and camp on a sandbar and not get ate up by mosquitoes.
That is the greatest question. You got to ask the hard questions sometimes. So, instead of talking about all these big time tournaments, really what we need to know is how do you camp on a sandbar without getting eaten up?
Yep. That's what I want to know.
I know a good answer is look up Thermacell if you don't know that company.
Well,
they have some incredible products.
I've got them, but I want to know how he sets it up. What he's doing he's got to have something.
Yeah.
There has to not be any breeze at all. And they work. There's one they make that it's made for a camping area that it does like it's like a 15-foot area. It actually works really well. Yeah. But the little bit of breeze, it's gone. Besides that, you got to get deep woods off with 100% deep, like the stuff that gives you all the cancer, and then it does an okay job.
Yep.
If you get one that doesn't give you cancer, the mosquitoes won't stay away.
They say dryer sheets too.
Or one of the best products that's ever been out there. I don't know if that's still a thing, but it was Avon Skin So Soft.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the best mosquito repellent, fly repellent there's ever been. Yeah, I was just gonna say, John and Creech, they camp on the Mississippi every year, and John's probably going early October. That's his birthday. He goes camp on the river. He knows all the secrets.
Yep, that would be pretty cool. Because, like I said, I'd love to do that. I'd love to take them on a trip. Those kids that come down the river. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Have y'all looked that up any? Where I forget the name of it. You'd have to go back through my Facebook and look for it. But it's so there's some little kids way up north got in trouble, and they sent them to a camp, and they built a raft and come all the way down to Mississippi on this raft.
Oh wow!
And I seen it on a YouTube video. One of the tugboat captains was like talking to him. I was like, man, that's pretty freaking cool. I'd like to see these guys. Here we go to fish Greenville or Vicksburg. We're fishing somewhere. And bam, I run into them. Man, I had the best freaking time. They thought I was a psycho or something because they was pulled up to the sandbar, and here I am coming over looking at them. I'm like, hey, what are y'all doing? And they was in the middle of taking baths, really, because they pulled into a sandbar that had water.
You just walked up on a bunch of people trying to take a bath.
Well, I pulled up on them, but they were.
That's why they were looking at you funny.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what they was doing. I was excited. So,
you can't say you're excited when you pull up to people. God, dog it, Ray.
You're breaking up on me.
I can't. It's getting late, so my filters are going down. I'm making the bad jokes.
Nope, something's wrong.
What?
All right, now I got you.
Okay.
What was you saying about pulling up on the bank?
I said you can't pull up on people taking a bath and say, well, the excuse is you were all excited. That's not a good way to put that.
Well, I was excited to see the kids. So, but anyway, and you could take it however you want, but I was just glad to see them. So to make a long story short, they had lost a couple of fishing poles, so we brought them fishing poles. One night we brought them pizza because they was doing maybe like 10 miles a day, and I was probably
Wow.
50 miles from where I was fishing, so I could meet up with them. And then there's I've got a picture somewhere where I had like everybody had their life jackets on, and I took them fishing, and I think we caught a 30 or 40 pounder. They were all stoked. Yeah,
That's a huge fish for most people.
you're breaking up
Shoot.
again.
Am
There
I
you
really?
go.
Oh, I bet my headset's dying. Yeah, my headset was about to die. I bet that was the problem. Still there?
We actually,
Yep.
we actually set them up.
All right.
We actually got a hold of people, set them up to where they could take showers. They had a cookout set up for them, so it was
Oh,
pretty
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, we just kept hooking them up with people going down the road, down the river.
Well, Ray, I know we could talk to you for hours and hours, but we try to let the people go before it gets too late. You have
Yeah.
any last thing you want to talk about?
Quit complaining and come up with answers.
Boy, that one hits home on a lot of fronts.
Mhm.
What you
Simple
trying to say?
Boy, there's a whew. Oh, you make me want to talk for another 2 hours just on that one. No, that is a good one. Boy, that is a good one. Well, thank you, Ray, for coming up and talking. Anytime you want, you give us. You got stuff you want to say. You want to come hang out. You have a forever invite.
All right.
Yep.
Come
Well, y'all,
chill.
hey, you've been bugging me, so I said I gotta go see what they're doing. I thought I was gonna get to see some fish catching, not do all this talking.
Hey, Bobby caught a fish.
I know. Hey, Bobby,
don't-
thanks for not letting us down.
Apparently,
Hey,
they all
link
caught a
you
lot
got,
of fish
Ray?
earlier today.
That link's good for come up anytime.
All
Yeah,
right.
I don't refresh the link, so you can just like keep using it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, Bobby, you got something you want to say?
Hey, just glad to be out fishing. Good to fish with everybody today. RCT Sunday was a great day, even though I missed one show because I couldn't find bait. And as always, till next time, Godspeed, God bless, tight lines and full stringers.
Hey, Bobby,
Hell
real
yeah.
quick. Hold on,
Yep.
Bobby, real quick. How deep are you fishing?
That is actually about 3 to 5 feet.
Gotcha. Where are you fishing at? A lake,
Oh.
river?
No, it's a creek. Literally, I can throw a rock and hit my house.
Sweet. Lucky fella right there.
Fishing in the backyard. That's
That's a
nice.
cozy little spot.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Randy,
Hey,
are you able to say
temperature?
anything?
Hold on. We're not done with Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Hey, is the
Back to
temperature? What's the temperature like?
Oh, it's about right now. It's about 63 degrees.
Okay. So you think they're moving up in the creek?
Oh yeah.
All right. That's all I needed to know. Thank you,
You got
man.
that big old coat on for 60 degrees, Bobby.
Oh, it's the dew point that gets me. If I get damp, I got metal rods in my back. If I get damp, I'm done.
Oh, John's here. We got to go another 2 hours.
Don't hurt my feelings, Jenny.
Wait, let me see if Randy has something to say, and then we'll let John say everything he needs to say. Not sure if Randy can talk. Randy? Are you still muted, Randy? I don't have nothing on you in.
Okay, I'm not muted now. Hey, thank
All right.
you, Ray. It was a pleasure listening to you tonight, and I enjoyed it.
Well, thank you.
Y'all
Thanks for
have a
fishing,
good
Randy.
evening. I ain't caught shit this afternoon. Didn't do much this morning, but at least we got out here and tried.
Still better than going to work.
That's right.
You got that right.
Yeah.
And we done dumped Lisa off, and she's probably in chat, and she's headed home, and me and Norman are headed home now too.
Good.
All right, you guys
Y'all be safe.
Be safe.
What's
bro.
up, John?
What's up? I left. Remember when I got out of the phone?
Yeah, I know. You said your phone overheated.
Yeah. Well, I got to the boat landing, got the trailer down, went to put the boat on the trailer, the pontoon on the trailer. Damn winch broke.
Nah.
It's all right though.
Let me guess. You use some zip ties.
You can't mess with a fool like me.
I know you figured it out. I ain't even worried about you.
Hey, didn't I figure yours out that day?
Yeah, you did. He connected. I was on my dad's 16-foot express. He connected the leaf spring back to the trailer with zip ties. Got me home.
Zip ties and a screwdriver.
It worked.
Hey, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, all right?
Yep.
That's
Were
right.
you able to
Hey,
were you able to listen
duct
much,
tape.
John?
Duct tape and baling wire. Duct tape and baling wire.
You got that right. Hey, that's all. Hey, on the old school automobiles, all you needed was a crescent wrench, a screwdriver, some wire, and some tape, and you were done.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And now V wants to come back.
No, look up at the top. Look at the top.
Oh,
What the
wait,
hell?
hold on. Maximize. There he is.
Whoa! How the
Damn.
hell did that happen?
Look at him.
How did that happen?
As far as V's concerned, that fish is going right back in the water.
That fish is going swimming all right.
The hell's wrong with her? I ain't that damn old.
Bobby got another one.
Oh, it's the same one.
No, it's the same one.
Melissa, that ain't white. That's not white. And it ain't.
Why is it not in the water?
That's
It is.
Y'all quit
He's
talking about
swimming.
it. He's swimming. He's good.
Bobby's gonna make him warm later on.
Oh
He's gonna
my
release him.
gosh, you're killing me.
Yep.
Killing me.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
Hey, V,
I hate my friends.
before you go to Memphis, you might as well bring a gigantic trunk because you got a lot of us you want to put in them.
Yeah, if you guys would quit killing animals, I'd have to quit hiding bodies. What the hell?
Hey, V,
Hey,
at least he's going to eat a fish. Danny wants to eat Lance's dog.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. This was a conversation. These jackasses are like, Lance is bringing his dog. We're going to eat it. Creech is bringing his barbecue pit. What in the actual hell? Like, for real.
how much fish did you see in Vicksburg?
Hey, Tank can bring his cat.
No, that's Byron's joke, and nobody's making soup at my cat.
Nobody's making soup
We
with
ain't
any
fit-
animals.
We ate fish every night at Vicksburg, didn't we, V?
Listen, I did not touch it. But yes, there was fish there. Donnie
Look.
made, and he didn't make just a little bit of fish. He made like so much fish, and of course there can't be just one kind of fish. There has to be multiple kind of fish. So
And?
you've got a table lined up with fish.
You gotta have a variety.
Oh, stop it!
You might not want to ask me what I do on the weekends come squirrel season.
No,
Well,
listen. What did that
me-
squirrel ever do to you? They're so cute.
He came in
Me?
range is what he did.
So good.
Oh,
V, if you got a problem, you should talk to God about it because God is the one that made them so tasty.
listen, I am not. What do I say, guys?
Exactly.
I always say I know that we are supposed to eat them, but I am genetically flawed. I have been messed up in the genetic pool. I cannot eat or hurt an animal. I cannot
See,
do it.
What happened is God took all of the animal eating from you and gave me twice. That's why I'm so big, because I eat twice as many.
No, man genetically flawed me, and now because of man, I cannot hurt an animal, although we are supposed to eat them.
You eat beef?
Listen, there is nothing natural about a cow, a pig, or a chicken. That has been long gone forever. There's nothing natural about those animals anymore.
Well, besides V's dietary habits, John, what you did today?
What?
We were going to let everybody go, but you just came in, so I guess we need to spend a minute with you.
What? I said
I don't know.
on the reel all damn day.
I don't know. You got a
You
product
get any
to talk
straight
about?
shank hook? You get anything with a straight shank hook yet?
I'm waiting on that now.
Here we go. Here we go. I think we can have V turned into eating catfish before you get these hooks made.
Oh, stop it.
I
No.
don't think that'll happen, Ray.
Never gonna happen. Never.
V, I did want to tell you something this weekend. I will throw you a bone if you throw me one back because we both won yesterday.
Okay, what?
I'll give you an OH.
What up with the Bucks?
Because as much as I don't like the Bucks, I hate Texas so much more.
Oh, listen, that was a brutal defensive game, but Bucks showed up.
Now you got to throw me a bone back now.
Oh yeah, LSU. Yep. Okay, I'll give you that.
Just say Tiger bait. Just say it.
Tiger bait.
Hey,
thank you.
Don't say suck that.
Whoa!
Andrew just might, so we have to watch what we say.
Now, Tank, that game last night was rough because as much as I hate Brian Kelly, I hate Dabo even more. Yeah.
So me and Chris were in the same position. Like, you know what? If it's going to happen.
Yeah. Oregon also won, so I am happy because that is my second page.
All right, that one I don't care about.
But I can tell you this much: if I stay out all day again, it won't be coming home at night.
Yeah. Hey, night pontoon on a landing that has current at night can't be the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
No.
How about the weekly product update? We'll do it at the very end here. Anything to say, John?
Well, you got me screwed up now.
Probably same story.
No.
Oh, I got another shipment of green rods ought to be hitting next week.
Green J&S?
Yep, the new green.
The new green. Oh, so the one that was sold out, the bright green J&S, like what's on Chris and V's boat.
Yep.
Some more coming in. Good.
Yep.
All right.
How about the shipment of Gym Series?
Hopefully in the next week or so.
Okay, good. 'Cause I know there's a couple people waiting for pre-orders, so that's just the only reason I always want to ask you.
He's just trying to get all the packaging done right and all that.
Listen, screw those people because I had to.
Whoa. Those are customers. We need those people.
I was just kidding.
You know how Ray was talking for like 2 hours about sponsorships and stuff? We need customers to have sponsors.
I'm just kidding.
That filter was broke all day.
V mad
I love you guys.
V's mad because that one fella bought both of the Black Diamond.
Okay, you made me bag up. I bagged up 2 reels the entire weekend because I did all the live broadcasting for the Vicksburg. What 2 reels did I bag up? Mine. Literally the ones I wanted.
Well, obviously they weren't yours. Somebody else has them.
You shut your face hole because you know who got them? Josh did from River that makes the fake bait. And you know how often I have to hear about that?
Josh that makes fake bait?
He made the big blue catfish for.
Oh, okay. I was very confused.
He makes the mountain fish.
River's Edge Creations.
Okay, I was very confused.
Right, and now guess what I get to hear about his nice reels and how well they work and how beautiful they are. Really, this is my life.
Hey,
I know one thing. I won't be able to use those reels in this creek.
I don't think you need casting distance where you are, Bobby.
I can barely keep from backlashing as it is now.
But I got a rule I go by. If I can cast across it, I don't fish it.
Hey,
Cast
it
across
worked,
it. He
didn't it?
can walk across it. He just puts
Good
one leg
night.
over.
Nah,
It
Bobby's
worked,
short.
didn't it?
Bobby
I
can't jump
caught a
that far.
flathead.
Oh, you know that's my weak spot. Flatheads. Right there.
See what I got to deal with, Ray?
Somebody's telling me the show's over. You see this?
Hey, Melissa says the same thing, and she caught her biggest fish, and she could cast across. She could probably lay down and get it across it twice.
Good night.
I think it was probably 10, 15 foot wide.
That's
Where's
about,
she
That's where
caught her
her biggest
biggest?
fish come from. Yep,
that's about what
That's
this is.
awesome.
yep.
Oh,
We cast across
See if I
3
can get it to show here.
Oh yeah, you guys saw
technically,
me. Mine was
John,
on
you know
camera.
where I caught my 100-pounder. If I gave you about a 12-foot rod and enough line, you probably could cast across that channel.
I'd come close.
It's not that big.
I'd come close.
You saw where I caught mine. We cast to the other side.
Yeah, true. That's not a big area.
I could stand up in it, and it would only be here. And I'm short. You guys have all met me.
That's only like 2 feet deep. Look, Bobby's
Yeah.
showing us. Let's see if I can. Bobby, I think I can see your bait under the water.
Just about.
He's got live scope. It's just a flashlight. God damn.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Anything else, John?
I ain't got nothing else, Tank.
Yeah, we're definitely dropping off and don't want to take up Ray and everybody's time.
Yep.
Go ahead, Lance.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for everybody showing up tonight. Thanks for hanging out, Ray. We
Yes,
shall
sir.
see everybody next week. Maybe I
Oh,
might
yeah.
pop up live sometime this week. Wednesday, Thursday, maybe both.
On this channel, maybe salmon fishing, right?
Yep. I'm gonna be out on the pier here in Sheboygan trying to catch some salmon. They're coming in slowly into the river, so
When you
I'm
going to
either
catch
gonna be on the pier or I got 2 minutes from the house. I got another small little creek, or they call it a river, but it's a small creek. My buddy seen some salmon in there, so that means the water's gotten up high enough at the mouth of the river to get them in there. I'll be
Sweet.
at 1 or 2 places.
Snagging?
No,
No, you're not snagging them.
no.
Don't you snag
Up
them though
here,
sometimes?
snagging is illegal here.
Oh, okay.
He didn't ask you if it's legal. He asked you if you're doing it.
No, I never do.
Not on camera.
Ask again backstage.
You talk about some tasty fish. Now we're talking.
Well, thank you,
Thanks for
everybody.
hanging out. We shall see everybody next Sunday.
Appreciate
All
it.
right. See y'all.